What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel, here for another watch along. Minnesota Wild versus the New York Islanders. And we have a special guest tonight. Riding shotgun tonight is Kim herself, the IslesGirl3 on YouTube. IslesGirl3 on YouTube and Twitter, to be exact. How's it going, Kim? Thanks for joining me tonight.
How's it going, man? I'm excited. Let's go. This is an exciting game to watch.
Oh yeah, so excited. Both rocking the snapbacks. That's how you know, like, the two hosts here are gonna bring you a bunch of entertainment. Very excited to sit back, watch the game with all you Minnesota Wild and New York Islanders fans. Welcome to the pregame show here. We'll talk a little bit about our thoughts for the game, and then we'll dive into some housekeeping notes as well, because throughout this watch long we have a contest that's going to run until the first 5 minutes of the third period. We'll talk about that momentarily. And we also have a THPN watch along poll question, and we'll dive into that momentarily as well. But first, I gotta say, bar down, breakdown. My boy Mikey, you didn't answer the bell, my friend. Josh put out the bat signal. Josh is the YouTube guy. Josh said no Islanders podcasts were available for a live stream tonight. So I answered the bell, and I went out and said, IslesGirl3, you're watching this game, right? You want to watch this game with us? So there you go.
I feel bad. I'm sorry, bro.
Next one, Mikey. Next one. Hopefully, I don't even have to show up. You guys can do it all yourself there on Long Island. But again, appreciate everyone just finding us, tuning in, and again, this is a comment-driven stream. We'll bring our takeaways. We'll comment on the game, but we mostly want to answer your questions. We mostly want to hear your takes. And they're coming in hot here, as my boy Dylan saying, repping the poppy. I love it, of course. Got to show respect to the troops here, and then Remembrance Day coming up here in Canada. M. Paulie Young, hi Kim. This is Van from Discord.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you?
Hey, thanks for joining, buddy. Sit back, relax. It's going to be a fun night. Okay, as we get things started here, again, we'll run down the housekeeping notes as more and more people come in the door, but let's talk about the game. Zach Parise back at the XL Energy Center. The Minnesota Wild, they played last night an exciting game, an exciting comeback game against the Pittsburgh Penguins, but they haven't really looked good back-to-back this season. I mean, they got absolutely spanked by the Nashville Predators a week ago, coming off a back-to-back as well. So the Minnesota Wild, they're going to have to keep their foot on the gas throughout this entire game. Kim, what are the keys to the game tonight? What do you think the Islanders have to do to beat this interesting Minnesota Wild team?
Well, this is our first back-to-back this season, too. We just came off a really great win last night, 2-0 against the Winnipeg Jets. It was a real confidence booster in this team going into this game, so we're definitely, I would say we can't be complacent. We can't just be, happy and full with yesterday's game. We've been so up and down with our schedule. We'll be a week off, and then suddenly we have 3 games within 3-4 days. And, we just can't sit complacent. This is not a Minnesota team to underestimate. This is a team that still has a lot of young talent and guns, and they will come out blazing. They want to win. This is Varlamov's first game back in the season. He was out for training camp. He had undisclosed soreness, undisclosed injury to me. Personally, I think it was a groin injury he was suffering. He suffers from long-term groin injuries. So he is back. He said he's 100%. This is great just to give Sorokin a rest. Just give him some time to just breathe. And Varley needs to come out. This is a confidence-boosting game for Varlamov. So I'm hoping that the defense and the Islanders will come out to work as hard in front of him to give him the confidence boost he needs going into this season for a 1-2 punch duo in the net.
So what's the consensus on Varlamov? Because obviously, I mean, he was an up-and-coming prospect with Washington, and at the time, Washington, the team in front of him was so good. They've been so good for so long that, I don't think we got to see his true colors until, he bounced around the league. But I think at every stop, respectively, even in the dark days of Colorado, he's been a pretty good goalie. In your eyes, is he a bona fide starter in the National Hockey League, or is he kind of a good enough 1A?
He was a starter for us for, as long as he's been here. I mean, I think he's been fantastic. the thing with Varley, he was basically our starter for 2-3 years at this point. And, with Sorokin coming, we knew this was going to be like, kind of like, we want that ability to bounce between goaltenders. And when you have two goalies that are basically starters, it's just that much, like how I said, like a 1-2 punch. So it doesn't matter, like you can give your goalies a rest when they need it, kind of thing. But I do think he is a starting goaltender. It's just the problem of healthiness with him, like making sure he's okay. So it's just nice, especially for someone like Varlamov, that, if he needs that rest, if he has something that's nagging him, we do have that secondary goalie in Sorokin, who I think has looked incredible so far throughout these first 9 games. So I think, I do think, though, Varlamov, I have full trust in Varlamov tonight. I'm not worried.
Okay. Because I listened to a lot of Islanders podcasts, and I think it's a mixed bag. I think some aren't a fan, some are worried, some aren't worried, and some are respectfully indifferent.
With this starting season, they're going to be a little bit worried just because he wasn't at training camp because of this nagging injury. He hasn't taken the ice yet this season. It's going to be that little trepidation of like, how will he start? Even like Sorokin, when we all started together, he had a bumpy start. So it's a little bit of just like, it's a mixed bag because we just don't know how he's going to come out to start his first start in this season. So that's the only thing that's like a little worry, but I know Varlamov, I know his game. I know the type of defense that we bring out. So I'm just hoping, our team conglomerates the same way we always have. We give that rest to Sorokin. We can still come out the same way we did last night against the Jets.
Confidence, I like it. My boy Josh Deming saying big Chara jersey in the background. I like it. Go off about Zdeno there, coming back to where he started in Long Island.
Yeah, I was telling you before, I've always loved Zdeno Chara. I have such a soft spot in my heart for Zdeno, so seeing him come back to Long Island after all these years, just it felt so good. I had to grab that jersey as soon as I saw him coming back. I'm so excited. I know he's very not much, there's a lot of mixed bag on Chara. And I just want to see him do the best he can on Long Island. I just want to give him the love. He's a future Hall of Famer. Everyone knows it. And to Big Z, I'm just glad he chose us, and I love having him here.
As a guy who likes the Capitals, I was like, come on, I wish he could have stayed there one more year. And yeah, he's not the Big Z he was when he won the Stanley Cup with the Boston Bruins in 2011. We all know that. But for what he is, I mean, shoot, I still think he could be a valuable player, much like a Zach Parise, who's coming back to the XL Energy Center. Here in Minnesota, mixed feelings on Zach Parise. I'm interested to see like the welcome home ceremony.
Yes.
That I know Judd Zolgad of Score North is going to be throwing up in his mouth when he sees that, because he, that guy, he couldn't be more happier to see Zach Parise and Ryan Suter out the door, mostly because of the culture now shifting in the locker room and this team kind of flipping the page from that, let's be honest, Suter and Parise team, not Bruce Boudreau, as much as Bruce Boudreau was the coach of that team.
Kaprizov got the,
Yeah, Kaprizov got the money too, so they had to buy out those contracts and move forward. How do you think Zach Parise is going to play tonight? Do you think he's good? He's going to have like a fire lit under him? Do you think he's going to get any extra minutes, or is Barry Trotz going to Barry Trotz and stick to the game plan?
Barry Trotz is going to be Barry Trotz and stick to the game. You know what? Barry, the other night when we had that big lead against Montreal, he kind of went off and said, I'm going to be nice to the guys and let's, give them more time in the power play. That power play ended up costing Sorokin his shutout because he tried to put people in the power play. That's not a regular unit. It's not what we regularly do. And then we lost, our cohesiveness as a team. And Barry Trotz in the interview said, blame it on me. He's like, Sorokin deserved that shutout. You blame it on me. And he goes, I'm not going to be nice anymore. So if you want, he's like, you know what? No, Parise's home, but he's going to stick to, the lines. What lines are playing well, he'll put out more minutes for. He's going to stick to what he does and what he sees throughout the game. But Parise, I think this is definitely going to put a fire under his butt. He wants to prove that he shouldn't have been bought out, in my opinion. I think he wants to prove that to, Minnesota organization. I really think, because also I was talking to you how Parise's play to me is a very Casey Cizikas style. They're unsung heroes. They work their asses off behind the scenes to help those guys up front who score the points. And I really think this is just going to make him work that much harder now. And I really hope he sinks that goal tonight.
I mean, from a Wild perspective, I hope he doesn't, but I wouldn't be, if anyone's going to score against the Wild tonight, I do hope it's him. We have a comment here coming from David. Thank you for joining us, David. Welcome back, Kim. Gotta watch for Kaprizov, reigning rookie of the year. Yeah, and we could talk a little bit about Kaprizov, and I will bring his name up throughout this stream, but the Wild fans are really critical of him right now, though he's pretty much point per game, 9 points in 10 games, only 2 goals, and everyone was expecting him to at least put up 30 goals. He got, 27 last year in the shortened season, so not scoring a lot, but hey, he's still contributing, so I don't think you can give him that much flack. M. Paulie Young, I'm doing good, and I am with my cousin right now. Both me and my cousin say sorry for your loss, Kim. And yes, again, Kim, our condolences for your loss there.
Yeah,
and thanks for that.
I appreciate you guys. I got my 2 necklaces on for them, so I always am gonna be. You're probably gonna always see these 2 necklaces on me now. So it's just, but I appreciate you guys reaching out to me, letting me have this time for the past month, because it's been hard, but hockey makes me happy. I'm happy to come back and get into a rhythm, because if anything there is about my grandma, she was spirited and she loved to show her passion for the sport. So I want to imbue that.
Yeah, and thanks to everyone showing love in the chat as well. Nothing but love here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Kim, what is up? Welcome back, girly, from Mad Mike Sports and Entertainment.
Hey, Mad Mike. How you doing, brother?
Thanks to everyone joining. Again, this is a comment-driven stream. And okay, we talked a little Kaprizov. I think that's a perfect segue to talk about our poll question. If you scroll up in the YouTube chat, it's at the beginning, but I'll continue to retweet it at VI Sports Talk. It's pinned on my page. And you can also, I'll also share the link in this chat throughout the entire stream. But our Hockey Podcast Network watch-along poll question tonight is, who would you rather have on your team? Kirill Kaprizov or Matthew Barzal? Early in the voting right now, but Kaprizov leading 57%. If I didn't cover the Minnesota Wild, because I have to say Kaprizov right on this stream, like I'm part of the Soda Pod, I have no choice. But being the Western Canadian that I am, watching Matt Barzal absolutely destroy my Victoria Royals and everybody else in the WHL with the Seattle Thunderbirds. The kid is so talented. I mean, a lot of people in Vancouver, from a Canucks perspective, compare him a lot to Elias Pettersson. Look, I would say right now, I'd rather have Matt Barzal on my team than Elias Pettersson. And I don't know about Kirill Kaprizov. I mean, Kim and those in the chat convinced me otherwise.
I want to, with Matt Barzal, I just production-wise, what he brings to the ice. I mean, I think Matt Barzal, if he improves his breakaway chances a lot, face-offs and breakaways, I would say he would be the most solid choice to pick. I'm sorry. Kaprizov, yes, he was rookie of the year and he has some guns, but, he's trying to find, his rhythm, I feel, as an NHLer right now. Well, Barzal's already, he's got his wheels. He knows how to start out a season. He knows how, the direction to go. And when Barzal heats up, man, he heats up.
Oh, he's
and
so
he
good.
Gets those goals where you need them, and he just finds those as Butch Goring says it, in the toy department to help the team out.
I love it. Harry Rice, thank you for joining the stream as well. Any clue if Jordan Greenway is in for the Wild tonight? He's extremely dangerous when he can go off. Yeah, that's the thing, though, Harry, is and I'll answer your question in a second, but he's very much a streaky player. And everyone says, oh, Kevin Fiala is a streaky player. I'm sorry, Jordan Greenway is the actual streaky player. I mean, Dean Evison has been very hard on him lately. And
Josh Bailey.
Yeah, according to Daily Faceoff, he's not in the lineup. And Brandon Duhaime, the rookie this year, which I personally think is going to be his replacement, is in tonight. Duhaime's he's already had the dirty hits. He's already got kicked out of a game. He's already scored, mind you, dirty goals. The guy is a power forward with wheels, and he's everything that the Minnesota Wild wanted Jordan Greenway to become, and Jordan Greenway just hasn't gotten there yet. Duhaime's younger. I think Greenway, while he still has value, may be a trade piece for the Minnesota Wild. But to answer your question, no, he's not in tonight. Duhaime, Nico Sturman, Ryan Hartman, MVP right now for the Minnesota Wild. Ryan Hartman, they're coming in on your third line. Harry Rice also chiming in on our poll question. Again, at VI Sports Talk on Twitter, chime into the poll question. Really appreciate it. We'll come back to it throughout this entire watch along. He says Barzal 100%. Dude is the fastest player in the NHL. I'm sorry, McDavid is the fastest player in the NHL. But
he beat McDavid. Excuse you.
In game, I'm sorry. You see what McDavid did the other night, but anyways,
I know.
And I'm not even an Edmonton fan, and I'm still gonna call it how it is.
I'll say McDavid's a god. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, he's Pavel Bure 2.0. Anyways, he's really something else. The fact he gets as many points as he does on such a defensive team shows just how talented he is. And yeah, and I mean, Kim, you were telling me, prior to going on air that like we'd like to see some more points from Barzal compared to Kaprizov. But I brought up, I mean, this is the Barry Trotz way, though. I mean, even Alex Ovechkin didn't go off as much as we expect Alex Ovechkin to go off on Barry Trotz's team because it is a defensive first team.
Yeah, I understand that. And honestly, though, Barzal's two-way game, I feel has improved immensely under Barry Trotz.
For sure.
Because Barry was like, get your ass back or don't play. But honestly, his two-way game's gotten so much better. And honestly, the fact that he can skate around all the play, like on power plays, anything, he can skate around 5 players and hold on to the puck for like 2 minutes trying to find like the perfect pass. It's just nuts to me. It's
unreal. Now, like that play the other night, we went through the entire team. I mean, that was something to behold. That was something unbelievable. And it's like, there's only, again, like, and I'm a little biased because I'm from, Vancouver area, shout out Vancouver Island. Pavel Bure was the fastest player who's ever played the game before McDavid, and just able to like execute those plays on high speed. That's what it reminds me of. But also, he's not necessarily as strong or as powerful, but he separates entire teams like Noah and his freaking arc, but like a Mario Lemieux. So he's kind of, I don't know, he has like the wheels of a Pavel Bure and be able to do like crazy shit at high speed. Yet he's also as dominant as a Mario Lemieux because he's a very different player than Gretzky. Gretzky was the chess master. The game, Gretzky moved the entire game with him, whereas like a Lemieux, a Bure, a McDavid, they're just dominant. They're like the queens on the chessboard.
Honestly, and I just think if you're not giving the credit to McDavid where it's due, it's like how do you not? The fact that the things that he's able to accomplish it's like I'm enjoying it a little bit more because it was against the Rangers, but
fair enough.
The fact that the play within itself, it's unreal. And people are saying he's he's the next Gretzky. No, he's his own. He is Connor McDavid. He is his own self.
Hey, that's
the next point. Connor McDavid.
That's a good point because everyone likes to compare him to Gretzky, and I say like they're very different players. Now, mind you, I didn't watch Gretzky live. I'm way too young for that in his era. But like I've watched as much film, as many highlights, as many documentaries as I can on him. And personally, style-wise, I like watching the Ovechkin, the Lemieux versus the Sidney Crosby and Gretzky because Crosby's game, in my opinion, is more of a comparable to Wayne in that like he controlled the game versus just is the one getting everything done. Like again, like the players I mentioned before. But again, credit where credit is due. We're just about to puck drop, and full disclosure, the game that I'm watching, I'm about 20 seconds behind the live feed. So Kim, she's gonna be the one.
They got Kakkonen in.
Yeah, and I was gonna bring that up, but Kim's gonna give you as soon as the updates happen, as soon as there's a goal, she's gonna be excited, obviously, when the Islanders score. Probably frowning when the Wild score, but it just a heads up there for those who are tuning in. And yeah, Kakkonen in for the Minnesota Wild. He's only had one game this year. It was a bad game. He got blown out. 5 goals against, if I'm not mistaken. It wasn't a good outing, but a very promising young goaltender for the Minnesota Wild. And what better game to give him than welcoming Zach Parise back home. Any other thoughts going into this game before we take a quick break? Sit back and watch this game live with all you beautiful folks.
Live for me. But, I was like, I didn't even know they dropped the puck. I was like, whoa. But last minute thoughts, just fourth line better be popping. I just hope this team comes out for Parise tonight and supports him.
There you go. Okay, puck. Yeah, the game is commenced. We got to give a quick shout out to our sponsor. And on the other side, sit back, relax, and watch this game with us. You are tuning in to the Hockey Podcast Network's YouTube channel, New York Islanders versus the Minnesota Wild. We will see you on the other side. And we are back again. Thanks to everybody joining us here on the Hockey Podcast Network's YouTube channel. So glad a goal wasn't scored in the first minute because had to do a quick ad break, and that would be the worst. But puck has dropped. We're a few seconds into it, but again, very excited to be sitting back watching this game with everyone. And I should say, because we forgot to bring it up in the pregame show. And again, Kim will interrupt me when there's any goals. And already, a lot of action here. I see that in front of me. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, that was Minnesota just had two very scary chances on Varlamov there. Oh my God.
Which is good. I said it right off the bat. Minnesota needs to come out hot and put this pressure on early because, like I said, their last back-to-back, they did not look good early. Their foot was not on the gas pedal at all. So glad on net, and Kevin Fiala in the mix of things too, which is great for that player. He only has 5 points on the season right now.
I forgot to talk about this too, but since he almost made like such a high real play there, Oliver Wahlstrom has come out guns a-blazing to start this season. Let me tell you, he has looked so good. His goals have been just like Alex Ovechkin, just like 100-mile-per-hour like snipes. It's been nuts.
Yeah, he's got a hell of a shot, and just again, that was a close goal. The puck was just on the line there as Varlamov was able to hug the post. Again, comment-driven stream, everybody. If you have comments on the game, if you have questions for us, we're here watching the game with you, and we're really excited to do so. Again, Kim, cut me off at any time, but just want to give a quick shout out. We do have a contest throughout this entire watch long. We'll cut off the entry 5 minutes into the third period, but you have a chance to win this 20 smiles hockey apparel. This beautiful trucker hat here from our friends at Gong Show Gear. All you have to do to enter is simply predict the outcome of this game. Tell us who's going to win and the score. I'm going to keep notes, and at the end of the game, if you have it right, we will send this beautiful hat to you. And if we have more than one winner throughout this, we have a ton of swag. We have a ton of prizes here at the Hockey Podcast Network headquarters, and we are more than happy to send out multiple prizes. So again, in the live YouTube chat, who you think is going to win and goal prediction, outcome of the game for a chance to win.
Oh, Chara. Our forwards have really been hustling back to take Chara's spot on moments. It's kind of bad, but
he just needs to stay back.
Yeah, well, good job. I didn't see what forward of ours was that, but it cut off a really dangerous play Minnesota would have possibly had there.
Yeah, and Barzell's been buzzing early, which is good to see. And it's just funny to see Biggs because I don't watch too many Islanders games. Like
he went for the toy department there and on that shot.
He did. It is just weird to see now Parise and Big Z in Islanders jerseys. Like for me, right, as a casual,
yeah,
it's very, very interesting.
I felt that way about so many people this last 2 years. Like there's so many people that you hear the name and like, oh, it's this team, and it's like especially with the goaltenders.
No, absolutely.
You thought Hopi, you thought Capitals, and it's like, oh wait, that's not a thing anymore.
Well, he was in Vancouver last year. It was crazy for me to see.
It was just, I was like, oh, who's in that hole? Oh wait.
Harry Rice getting in on the contest. Islanders 4-1. Taking note.
Harry, did you just jinx my boy?
Yeah, that's the thing. I've been doing a few of these and I haven't given it away yet. So I don't know where the jinx is at there. But again, really excited to give away something on this live stream. We're totally interactive. Again, comment, ask us any questions. We're sitting back here watching this game with you. So there is a lot of pace to this game. Not as back and forth as the Wild kind of usually play in the first period. I'd say for the most part, they're the ones kind of dictating this, but the Islanders can skate, for a defensive team, they're very quick.
Well, they just did a bad icing there. Honestly, for me, it's been more, my opinion of it has been more back and forth. I think it's been, Minnesota's had moments, Islanders have had moments. But I can see what you're saying about Minnesota possibly dictating, because I feel like with puck possession, it's been more Minnesota.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, stay tuned because Minnesota, they like to outshoot their opponents in the first period, not necessarily high danger shots. So it is deceiving. And that's why I could say that. It looks like they're going to be running the game being more dominant. Always
deceiving. Shot totals are always deceiving because you don't know what quality shot it was. As long as it hits the goalie's pads, it's considered a shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. I'll tell you right now, Minnesota, they're not quality shots in the first period. Like they usually outshoot their opponents in the first period. Second, I mean, they give them a little bit of room. And then the third, I mean, that Minnesota Wild are a third period team. They either come from behind or have a hard time holding the lead.
No, Minnesota, they will go down to the wire for, to get on that board. Especially their comeback game was nuts. That was some game.
Crazy. They were not supposed to win that game from what I saw.
But that's what they do. They can do that. They have that ability. They have that grit to do so. And so that's something you got to watch out for as an opponent of them. Oh, Bailey's. Sorry.
Well, hey, let's talk about it because again, I listened to a few Islanders podcasts, and I'll tell you one thing. Though Varlamov is split, everyone kind of feels the same about Josh Bailey.
Yeah, Josh Bailey, honestly, is a mixed bag. Either you absolutely love him, or you're very, very critical of him. I go both ways because that's the problem with Josh Bailey is he is so inconsistent.
Okay.
He is so badly inconsistent where he looks sometimes out there like he doesn't remember how to play hockey. And then he'll come out there, score OT winners and look like, the veteran he is. Like, it's just nuts. My grandma would said every time he had a kid, he played an outstanding year. She's like, he needs 8 more children.
Oh, man. We got some more comments. Again, keep them coming. This is a comment-driven stream. Hey, Kim and Dude, what's up, Andrew?
What's up, Andrew?
Isles have been deadly lately. Josh saying, dude, Isha. Yeah, dude is Isha. How they demolished the Habs was unreal. Now, hey, I'll give credit where credit's due, but it doesn't take much to demolish the Habs.
Yeah, I was going to say, because to be honest, I said it with my family, the Habs look so sloppy.
They lost half their team and their stars. I mean, for the most part anyways, right? I mean... Yeah,
it's like Carey Price is understandable, and then you got the injuries, and it's like the same thing with the Golden Knights, like injuries, and, it's like it takes away so much from your team, and takes away confidence, too. It sucks to see stuff like that, because here you go, Montreal was in the finals, and now they're barely, scraping by, like, the Arizona Coyotes.
Yeah, well, they're in the finals thanks to the Poutine division, and... Calgary and Vancouver playing like crap last year. But hey, again, credit where credit's due. They came and played in the playoffs.
I'm just gonna say just for funsies. Man, I wish that was the Stanley Cup final get that game against them, man.
Oh man. Yeah, no, I hear you. But it is truly something special to see what Tampa's doing. And I mean it's a long time coming. They've been a great team for so long.
And you know what? Tampa, when on their road to the cup, they had heartbreakers too. They had absolute heartbreakers. So I'm like hoping history kind of repeats itself there. Like we've had our heartbreakers. Now give us some love. But you know what? I'm not going to take anything away from the Lightning. They're a fantastic team. We played our hearts out against each other. The first time we beat them, though, I said, you know what? The Lightning deserve that series. Good for them. The second one, I don't know about that. There was games where the Islanders, I'm going to be honest, there was games where the Islanders looked so much better. And we had so much, here's this, thank you, Zach Parise, really fast before.
There it is, yeah.
Because we definitely want to be talking about this. But just really fast, we had the last game on Long Island, like the Coliseum, so we had a lot of heart, so that one stung a little bit. But, here's Zach saying, I want to show us the crowd. Come on.
There we are. No tears in his eyes. No tears in his eyes. He's Zach Parise, so he is he's in the game, right? He's ready to go. No distractions. But I love the love from his former teammates too, and the current ones, giving him the stick tap.
That's an exciting welcome back. Is going to be Robin Leonard for me.
Yeah. I know how big of a Robin Leonard fan you are.
Robin Leonard, Thomas Greiss, Nick Leddy. I think even like players like
I miss Nick Leddy. By the way, Nick Leddy, we're friends on the Soda Pod podcast. We're friends with his cousin or his uncle Josh, actually, who has a brewery up there. Shout out Back Channel Brewery for all Minnesota Wild fans.
Oh, really?
Watching. So he was heartbroken too that his nephew Nick was traded off the Islanders.
My dear friend Danielle is his biggest fan.
Oh yeah,
biggest fan. She is going to Detroit just to go see Nick Leddy.
Oh, that's commitment. I love it. Going back to the comments, Metropolitan Division, so strong. All teams are above 500. Yeah, the Metro is deadly, 100%. Andrew saying Chicago scored. I mean, that is news, eh? That is news, Kim, when Chicago scores these days. What an absolute mess there, off and on the ice. I mean, their coaching staff.
Free Fleury.
Yeah, I mean, poor guy. Wild is the favorite for tonight. I can see it. Again, from someone who covers this team, they haven't played well back-to-backs, but they're proving to me that they still have the energy and they have the legs, and the Wild play very, very well at home. Very well. So I can see. I'm curious. What's the line? They can't be favored too much, can they, Andrew? Paulie Young. I hope the Islanders win for you, Kim.
Oh, thanks, Paul.
Come on now, Paul. You're making me root for the Islanders now.
But yeah, the Islanders are also like known for being much better at home. So this 13-game road, like
that's nuts.
Was well, they're also trying to stretch it out to get our arena set.
Of course, yeah, of course.
But yeah, it's very like nervous going on a road game streak when we're not very good at home, like away from home, really. So if we're leaving this road game streak above 500, I'm gonna be happy.
Hey, fair enough. Minnesota. Okay, yeah. So it's not too much there. Minus 110.
I don't like. I was like so pissed before the season. Everyone putting like the Islanders up there in the Metro. I'm like, please don't.
Stop with the predictions.
Please don't.
Andrew saying I agree with Paul. Fair enough, Andrew. Fair enough. Again, thanks to everyone tuning into this Hockey Podcast Network watch along featuring our friend Kim IslesGirl3. And
sorry, I meant Paulie. My bad.
And just a quick reminder, and I'll chuck the link into the YouTube chat here shortly. But we have a poll question. If you have Twitter, check me out at VI Sports Talk. It's pinned to the top of my Twitter page. And the poll question is: who'd you rather have on your team, Kirill Kaprizov or Matthew Barzal? We'll run down the poll question very soon. But again, we want to hear your comments on this game, on the poll question, and your game predictions if you want to win this 20 miles, 20 smiles hat, courtesy of our friends from Gong Show Gear. All you have to do, give us the score prediction and who's going to win in this game. Plug it in the YouTube chat. We will keep note.
Yeah, we got another shot on goal. Woo! I was looking, we only had one shot. I was like, boys, let's go.
Yeah, not a lot of shots yet, but I like how the Minnesota Wild and the Islanders battle in the neutral zone. That's something the Wild have had success at. Okay. And that's what's really going to make this game interesting, because neither of these teams are like north-south Hudson Bay row. Like, they're not just steaming through the neutral zone. Like, they got to really set things up and set up some nice plays here. And that's why we see a lot of icings. I mean, early in this game, but a few icings in that. If these teams try to make that like one pass touch play, through the neutral zone right to the blue line, it doesn't really work. I don't see either of these teams really having success with that tonight.
Neutral zone is up and down with the New York Islanders. They're one of their biggest weaknesses, and I've seen it for years. It's just zone entry, offensive zone entry for this team. Especially you'll see it on the power play. If we go to a power play, you will see it. Offensive zone entry is like non-existent. I don't know. It's like we have no set plays to enter the zone. Like they do just like a basic, 1, 2, 3 on the blue line. And we freak out, and we just dump and chase. And it's the same game every single time. And so when they start dumping and chasing it, you'll see me get really mad.
Okay.
I want to see, that's what I want to see more from this team, is just clean zone entry.
Okay. Very, very nice. Very nice. Take a note here. We have so many contest entries from that last shout out. So I'll bring them up on the screen here. Mm-hmm. Andrew saying the Islanders win 5-3. So win by 2. Shane Van Nice, my boy Shane. What up, Shane? Thanks for the beers last night, by the way, Shane. Shane and I watched some UFC yesterday.
Nice.
3-2 Wilds. His last 2 Canucks games were 3-2. Shane's a Vancouver boy. Okay. I'll take that logic. It is noted. Unbelievable greatness. Thanks for joining us here. You greatness, you says 5-1 Wild. Gonna quickly take note of that.
Really hating on my boys.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've heard, Varlamov is not gonna let in that many goals based on Kim's analysis. Yeah, so and the Wild can't really. I mean, I don't want to say they can't really score because they have the tools, but their game isn't lighting the lamp too much. But hey, I like the boldness. I'll take it.
And right as Varley makes another great stop.
Yeah, exactly. Paulie says tomorrow will there be THPN streaming? I believe so. Check back with me tomorrow, or just drop a subscription or like on this video, and we'll ring the bell for notifications there. So many. I mean, the chat's blown up. I love it. Keep them coming. Keep them going. Rick Smith says Preds tied it up 1-1. Okay.
Not shocked.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's showing some love to our fellows in the chat. Andrew saying hi, Rick Smith.
Oh, Chara.
No dump and chase, please. Yeah. I love this. And Andrew and Rick are going back and forth here too, having their conversation. So that's great. Hey, nothing but love here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Like we said, Rick Smith getting his prediction in for the hat, saying 4-3 Islanders in OT. OT would be nice.
I could see OT.
Nice.
Honestly, I could see OT between these two teams.
The Wild look good in OT, and they also look good in the shootout, as we saw against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Nick Bukestad, funny enough, looking very well.
Beauvillier became Mr. OT on our team after that Lightning Game 6 win. I think he did it again, but in another game. But so far in OT this season, not good for the Islanders. Not good.
Brodin, actually, for the Minnesota Wild. Jonas Brodin, he's kind of a quiet player. He's not flashy, right? He's not a huge player known league-wide, though he has a pretty big ticket of north of $6 million. He's one of the better skaters, in my opinion, on the back end, and a silent killer, though he's not known for his shot nor his points. He's one of the better two-way defenders in the league, very much a shutdown guy. Not physical, but just takes away space. He shot the puck, if I'm not mistaken, like 3 times tonight from the blue line. And someone on the Islanders, I didn't catch who the player was, blocked it with the gloves. So, I mean, hope that their hand's okay. But interesting that he's starting to shoot from the blue line versus, the Matthew Dumbas.
Yeah. I'm going to keep my eye out for him now. Because like you said, he's an unsung hero.
Andrew saying, Kim, I miss you a lot. Nothing but love here. Paulie saying, I'm a Stars, Kraken, Golden Knights, and Islanders fan. Well, I'll tell you what. We have a podcast, and we have some YouTube streams, some watch-alongs, covering all those teams of the Hockey Podcast Network. So again, subscribe to the YouTube channel, drop us a like, and check us out at the hockeypodcastnetwork.com. Rick Smith saying, hey, Kim, is me from
HTH is my friend Johnny's Hot Take Hockey.
Okay. Wife changes my pick. Oh, great work, you two. Oh, thank you very much,
I recognize the name Rick, but yeah, no, definitely. It's good to see you too. Thanks.
And Andrew saying same as me. I mean, not tested much. Kakkonen looking composed. I mean, he has to play better than his first outing. As a show on screen here, 10-4-1
we haven't
record.
Given him too much to do this first period. I'm not gonna lie.
No, exactly. So not a lot to judge there, but just he's looking composed, which is nice. You never know. Like, goalies had pretty much a huge layoff. Their first game of the season didn't go well.
Yeah.
I mean, they might have some butterflies there, and usually goalies are pretty good at not revealing their cards, but you never know. You never know.
Exactly. Poor Varley. Come on, boys. Chara, though, he gave such a chance right in front of the net because I don't know, just get in front of him. He's got such a big body. I don't know why he just doesn't, charge. He charges a player as a defenseman. They have the puck. They're gonna. I feel and I did it. I was a soccer player. My coach said, they have the ball and they're sitting there. Just run at them and they'll panic. When they panic, they're more likely to give the puck away. Chara's such a big guy. I just don't know why he doesn't just go forward at them. He doesn't have to hit them. Just
force the shot.
Like you said, close the space, make them panic, and usually that ends in a turnover.
Yeah, force the shot, force the pass, force the ring, the clear. No, 100%. I say that all the time, and that's why I loved Shea Weber so much as a defenseman, because even when he was just at the blue line and a player was coming at him, you're coming down the wing and you see a Shea Weber, that's terrifying. Absolutely.
And the net's off again. Damn.
Oh wow, yeah, that's twice already.
Twice that's happened. Usually you barely see it once during a game. I've noticed that in certain arenas, like Montreal in the corner, there was a spot where all the players kept falling in the right corner.
Yeah,
Like,
everyone except for Habs players, right? Because of course they know about. Okay, look, full disclosure, I'm
home ice
Canadian.
advantage. Home ice
Yeah,
advantage.
100%. The Bell said it, of course. Look, full disclosure, I'm Canadian. I'm from the west coast of Canada, though. So can't stand the Habs, can't stand the Leafs. I'll never give any of those two teams any love. Like, even when Montreal made the finals, I was rooting for Tampa Bay. I really was.
Damn.
If Montreal and the Leafs go at it, though, I mean, I'll maybe the Habby Dunk.
It's like, what's the worst of the two evils?
Yeah, I mean, Toronto. I'll tell you, Toronto's the worst of the two evils. Toronto's is like the Rangers of Canada. That's the way we look at it. They got the money. They got, they control the media. It's Maple Leafs everywhere.
Well, they got the biggest fan base. And here's the thing: is like I feel like it's misconstrued a lot with a lot of fan bases like that. It's that everyone's like, oh, people online will do polls, which is the worst fan base. Oh, this fan base the worst. I think no fan base is bad. Oh my god. Sorry, I had to cut off because what a play by Minnesota there.
Wow.
Just keep that puck out of the net.
That's insane.
First shot, great dive, and then I wish I knew Minnesota numbers, but sliding play by the defenseman there to keep the puck from going in the net, and a wide open net for the Islanders there. Holy my god.
You talk about probably the best opportunity thus far for the Islanders in this game, hands down.
It doesn't surprise me. Like, it doesn't even surprise me with this freaking team.
Wow,
but
again,
like I was saying,
great effort from the defender there. Wow.
Oh my god. And another great play from Minnesota there, but honestly, Minnesota's been looking like the better team this first. Not even gonna lie about it.
Throwing back to the comments here, and again, it's a comment-driven stream. We love it. Tell us your takes. Ask us your questions. We're excited sitting back here watching this game with you. He needs to use his body like a bull. I imagine that's in reference to Zdeno Chara. Andrew saying, I'm a diehard Toronto fan from any team. I mean, look, if you support the Argos, I'll give it to you because the CFL needs some more supporters. But Toronto FC, I'm Vancouver all the way, baby. Let's go.
Love it.
Tommy saying, hi, Kim. Great to see you back again. Hope you and your family are doing well. Nothing but love here. I love it.
Thanks, Tommy. Good to see you too, man.
Alex Rain saying, hello, everyone. Hello to you, Alex. Thank you for joining us here.
Good to see you again, brother.
And Chris commenting, yo, what up, guys? Hope you all doing well. My Jackets are surprisingly 7-3 with 2 impressive wins back-to-back against a Stanley Cup contender in the Avalanche. Keys to winning so far, solid goaltending. Look, goaltending wins cups. Goaltending wins cups. I'm glad to see that Columbus is doing well. They're a team that I always root for, being an expansion team that kind of got screwed over out of the gate, much like Minnesota Wild did. Very different from Vegas.
Oh!
What?
Barzell just hit the damn crossbar.
Wow, the Wild being tested now. The Wild being tested. Wow.
Barzell, what an unbelievable play there.
That was such a hard shot that hitting the crossbar and not knocking the net off surprises me. Based on how things were going this far in this game. Oh, what an absolute beauty play. I mean...
Oh, it was Dumba. Dumba who saved that goal from happening. Not surprised there. Dumba's... he's been good.
Yeah, he is good, and Kapanen slows things down a little bit, able to make that save. And wow, yeah, getting some help from the post and his defenders, but Kapanen looking calm, cool, collected, and it's still a 0-0 game. A good game thus far. Pace starting to be more back and forth. The Wild getting a few, scary chances early. The Islanders
definitely more wild here, though.
Yeah, the Islanders answering, though, early. So they're making a game out of this for sure. Again, thanks to everybody in the chat. Very excited to be watching this game with all of you. Eric asking, are you excited for the 20th?
I am very excited for the 20th, Eric. I mean, we've been waiting for this for 10 plus years. The Islanders fans have been, and the organization has been fighting for a new arena for this team for 10 plus years. And the fact that it's finally about to come be in reality, it's nuts. Of course I'm excited.
The Barclays Center is a basketball joint. Let's just, I'm not even in Long Island, and I know that. So
on Long Island.
On Long Island. I'm an Islander myself. No, please do, because I'm from Vancouver Island, not Vancouver. So we got, west to east island peeps joining in this stream.
Gotcha.
Yeah, New York Rangers, Leafs, for sure ahead of Habs now. Boston, Chicago next. Tommy commenting, Kim, I will be attending the Isles Devils game on Thursday to cover the game for my sports reporting class.
Well, Tommy, I hope I see you there because I'm going to be there too, man.
Very, very nice. Florida and Carolina, the best teams so far. I agree.
Yes,
I agree.
absolutely.
Carolina's a wagon. By the way, Vancouver Island-born coach Ron Brindamore, Rod the Bod from Campbell River, British Columbia. Probably leading right now as coach of the year. That team is outstanding.
It looks great.
Keep the comments coming. We're going to get to them all, I promise. Andrew saying, any thoughts on the Seattle Kraken to be a team of this year, to be a dominant team this year? I mean,
I think he's saying like Vegas like style, how they came out, Vegas flaring style. I mean, with the Kraken, I think they had a good draft, but I don't think it was like Vegas strong draft.
yeah.
I didn't expect them to come out swinging like Vegas. I mean, Vegas's run was just like, come on.
Second to none, historical, and and they're in such a bad division. They're not looking good. So, I don't
hate
think they're
people
going to be
comparing them to Vegas. Ooh, damn. But I hate people comparing them to Vegas. I know it's like similar draft, but I don't think just like team-wise, it's this, it's the same thing. It's, people like having that underdog effect, I think also helped them, but
a different approach too, right? George McPhee was and Kelly McCrimmon were very aggressive and not screwing teams over, but playing within the rules very, very well. And Seattle's management and ownership group, they just didn't want to play that type of game, which is fine. And they're taking the long route, which is fine. Chris saying, you got Manny Fernandez and Marian Gaborik from that draft. The Jackets, I don't think got anything. Yeah, okay, well, fair enough. Manny Fernandez, love him, and Gaborik, absolute legend. Just actually hung up the skates officially. So shout out to Marian Gaborik. I know you don't like the Rangers. I know it's not your team, Kim, but he was an unbelievable Ranger and Minnesota Wild player, and won a cup with the Kings. So what a legend.
I give credit where credit is due. So
Paulie's asking if he can send you a Discord message tomorrow. Big announcement.
Sure. Don't go ahead, man.
PP Chicago. Thanks for the Chicago Chicago updates here, Rick. Really appreciate it. Glad Hawks fired Colleton Bowman. Well, Colleton, yeah, sure. For the play that's happening right now, deserving of a fire, and Bowman 100% deserving for everything that happened behind the scenes. Tommy saying, no way. I hope to see you there as well, Kim.
Let's go.
Eric saying, who has the best home ice advantage against the Islanders and Wild? Again, I don't watch the Islanders enough, but the Wild last year had it was a crazy difference from home and away.
Oh, Bo with almost such a great chance there into the offensive zone. Wild come right back into ours. Come, wake up. Sorry.
No, please. We're watching this game. I need the live updates from you. Like I said,
finally, Wahlstrom knows how to enter the zone. That's what I'm talking about. Right there. Wahlstrom, clean zone entry.
He's
shot
quick.
On net.
He's quick.
That's exactly what they need to do. And Wahlstrom is the only one I've seen been able to do it.
Well, it's hilarious because it was a fumble by the Wild player who just got the puck back too. So just what a roller coaster of events there the last minute.
Yeah, Bo almost had a chance. He just couldn't get the skates on. He had a great takeaway there, but then couldn't control the puck.
Well, and that follow-up chance from the Islanders too. I didn't like how far out of his net Capo was too. Yeah, credit to him for making that save, but
look, angle-wise, where Pajot, if Pajot had gotten a stick on that, it'd be 1-0.
Yeah, going back to the comments here, and again, thanks to everybody tuning in live here and filling up our chat. It's a comment-driven stream, so keep them coming. The Panthers, most offensive team in the NHL. No, I agree. They are. Yes. The Panthers are hands down.
They're nuts.
The scariest offensive team in the NHL. Tommy saying, I don't know what I'm more pissed off at. Rangers inconsistency during their road trip or Kraken humiliated by the Yotes.
The Kraken humiliation.
It was bound to come, right?
It's bound to happen, and it wasn't like it was 5-0. It was an even game. It went, it was a hardcore game between both the teams. And you know what? Seattle's the newest team. Arizona, they've had it hard because they're basically trading for picks. They know they weren't going to do much this season. At least then let them enjoy a win. I feel like it had to come somewhere. And if any team, I'm not surprised it's the Kraken.
Anderson will fall by game 30. Hope not, though. All right, Rick. Cats playing more offensive under new coach Burnett than Quenneville. Okay. I'll keep more of an eye on that because I watched their first 5 games pretty intently, and then switch to Wild and Canucks, which are the teams that's my job to cover. That's my job. That's my shtick. Andrew's saying, Kim, are you doing your podcast tonight at 10?
Probably not, Andrew. Doing the game.
Yeah, going 3 hours here.
But next week, most definitely.
David saying, you guys think there will be a disciplinary action against Lomberg for the hit on Ranta?
Was that the one where he came out of the net?
Yeah, I don't think so, because he didn't have any space to move. It sucks that the goaltender got hurt there.
And this is where I had a problem, because I know an NHL referee came out of he thought it was a good call. The problem with that is yes, the defenseman was able to get out of the way, but here's the thing: as a forward for the other team, your mind is net. You are going to do everything to get that puck past that goaltender and into net. So you're going to drive that puck no matter what. And I don't know, just the goaltender coming so far out. To get that puck, what do you think's going to happen?
The player can't move. The game, most people I imagine watch hockey have skated before. Yeah, we go 10 miles per hour at most, other than in comparison to NHL and players and how they fly. But still, you can't turn quickly. You can't pivot within a second of a goaltender cutting off your entire space. So I get it.
I don't think the elbow, I think, is just totally accidental.
Yeah.
I don't, there's no malicious intent there, in my opinion. I don't think there's going to be any. Yeah!
Oh.
Let's go! The captain! Oh, captain, my captain, Anders Lee!
And there you have it. The light has been lit. The lamp is going now for the first goal of tonight. Minnesota born.
And it's good to see him coming back into it, because he's been a little bit slow. Anders Lee coming back. He just had a baby girl, and man, is he showing his feistiness. And guess who got the assist? For secondary assist? Chara!
After we've been critical of him throughout this first period, Chara gets the assist. I'm sure Lee's happy to score at home, which it's funny. A lot of players on the New York Islanders team are from Minnesota.
At home.
Well, they're from Minnesota. It's basically, Minnesota Wild 2.0.
It's funny because actually we call ourselves the New York Devils. We have so many Parise's one. You add that to the list now. We had Schneider. We have Andy Green. Yeah. We just have so many ex-Devils now. And literally been calling ourselves the New York Devils. That's
hilarious. Well, again, it is a 1-goal game.
17 seconds left, that goal was scored, man. Woo!
Yeah, and that is a great momentum boost for the New York Islanders going into the second period ahead by 1, and the Wild now have to kind of recompose. It's not an even game now going into the second. We'll break everything down.
What Barry wants.
Yeah, exactly. We'll break everything down. We'll keep taking your comments. We'll run down the poll question and give another shout out to our contest. On the other side, we're going to take a quick break. So stay put. Don't go anywhere. Really excited to have you all here watching us on this watch along, the Hockey Podcast Network. Minnesota Wild, New York Islanders with our special guest, Kim IslesGirl3. Again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you all on the other side. And we are back. First intermission, the New York Islanders scoring a late one. 17 seconds left in the first period to go up by 1. Thanks everyone tuning in to the Hockey Podcast Network's YouTube channel featuring our friend IslesGirl3. The Minnesota Wild playing a pretty good game thus far. We'll run down our takeaways, but again, it's a comment-driven stream, so you dictate where we go here, and we will get right back into the comments momentarily. Just want to give a quick shout-out to the contest if you haven't already, and bear with me and give me some time to jot down all the notes, but we have a giveaway going on. Entry closes 5 minutes into the third period. All you have to do is give your score prediction and winner of this game in the live YouTube chat, and you get a chance to win this 20 miles, 20 smiles hat, courtesy of our friends at Gong Show gear, the leader in hockey apparel. It's unbelievable. So again, get those entries in. I will take note of them before the start of the second period. And last but not least, and I'll throw it in here momentarily, but we have a poll question going on tonight. The Hockey Podcast Network's Watch Along poll question. It's on my Twitter page at VI Sports Talk. But again, show some love to Kim as well and give her a follow on Twitter at IslesGirl3. I'm at VI Sports Talk. It's pinned to my page. The poll question is, and again, you can chime in on Twitter and also in the live YouTube chat. Who would you rather have on your team? Russian phenom Kirill Kaprizov or Canadian legend in the making, Matthew Barzal? Kirill Kaprizov still leading 59% right now. Not too many votes, but enough to gauge it. Now, maybe a little bias from me seeing that like half my followers on Twitter are Minnesota Wild fans. So get in there, Islanders fans. Tie this shit up.
Boys,
Let's go. Okay. Let's quickly get to some of our comments here. Then we'll get Kim to give us her thoughts on the first period. And again, I got to scroll up. That's how many comments there are. That's what we love. It's a comment-driven stream, so keep them coming. Yeah, Tom, Yotes win was shocking to me. I predict 16-11 this season for the Yotes. You know, as crazy as that looks, it's not even a bad prediction. It's not even a bad prediction at all. Here's a good question from Tommy. Could you see the Coyotes relocating in the near future? If so, I see them going to Houston. I've always wanted to see a Texas NHL rivalry. I was at Texas recently. Look, I'll throw it to you, Kim. I think either Houston or Quebec City. And Patrick was the general manager and head coach, by the way. A little caveat.
Yeah, Arizona. Like, I know so many good Arizona fans from. I don't know if you know about booster clubs.
Yep.
Yeah, so like I've met so many via the annual NHL booster club conventions, and they are some spirited loving fans, and so it kind of break my heart to see them leave Arizona, but like I could possibly see it, just business wise, money wise, it's probably a better move.
Well, look, I'll spin it right back to you, Tommy. Do you think that they fold or move before Austin Matthews plays there or after? There's the question, because he's leaving Toronto when that contract's done. Mark my words. You heard it here first. Book it. We're getting to all your comments, I promise. Well, getting back into the chat here. Scott, what about the game for the Wild last night versus the Pittsburgh Penguins? Yeah. What? The Penguins. What game? The Minnesota Wild, I mean, again, they're not going to dictate the game by setting the pace in goals. They'll outskate you. They'll get a bunch of shots on net, and they'll play, for the most part, pretty crisp defense. I mean, Cam Talbot is pretty much a god right now. Kakkonen, he's got to shake the rust off, which is why he's in this game, which is why, I mean, it was a great goal, don't get me wrong, but hey, he could have done a little bit better there, despite not being tested much. But yeah, credit to the Wild. They came back last night. I believe it was who was the player on Pittsburgh, Kapanen, who got a hat trick. A lot of people were calling in Minnesota, anyways, were calling for Kirill Kaprizov to have a hat trick. Well, wrong player whose name has a K in it. It was Kasperi Kapanen, the double K there, who got the hat trick. But despite all that, I mean, a great effort from the Minnesota Wild coming back late. And Nick Bjugstad, he's got some moves. He's got some moves in the shootout. We got a goal from the time of the goal. Andrew, fine. Keep them coming, I guess. You're giving us the Chicago updates. We'll take it here. End of the second period for Chicago. I have to actually host a Chicago podcast on the Hockey Podcast Network after that game, so keep reminding me to do so don't forget after this live stream. I think Senators only team that will relocate. They between two Giants and Leafs and Habs. They can't survive. Look, I'm Canadian, so I got a little bit more of a grip on this. Yeah, they're in the nation's capital. They're not
moving.
They're not going to move unless their crazy owner sells the team, Eugene, unless he sells the team and that owner wants to move them. I would imagine that they actually build a rink in downtown Ottawa, not part of my French, fucking Canada, which is like 45 minutes away from the nation's capital. So if they had an arena downtown Ottawa, it would work. I don't think they're relocating. I think they're relocating from Canada to Ottawa, and they will truly be the Ottawa Senators. But I get your point there 100%. They're like the ugly cousin out of the three big Eastern Canadian teams. Eric, who has the best home advantage in the league? I think, we addressed in regards to the Wild and the Islanders. Look, I don't know. Kim, throw a team out there. What do you think off the top of your head?
I mean, it's hard to tell because I don't know the Minnesota Wild's home record. Like if I can compare,
good. It's damn good.
Yeah, because here's the thing with the Islanders. It's the same way with the Islanders. We are such a good home team. Like it was. I forget like our stats via home because I've been so driven like for away games with us, especially in the beginning of this season. But I know we're damn good at home too. So I just personally I feel like it's just like you have to put it down to two great home teams. Like now let's see what happens. Who's going to be the stronger team here in the end? Because Minnesota's hard at home, but we've been on such a good streak. So, but if you put it like who's better between the two at home, I think you just have to go down to numbers at that point. They're both good.
League-wide, I'm just going to throw this out there, and I don't know if it's true or not, but Nashville seems like they probably got home advantage there as well.
Well, Nashville fans also get in the other team's head, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah. I love with the Black Keys and the You Suck. It's amazing.
I know their whole goal chant. Like when Nashville comes to us, I'll do their goal chant just for funsies.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Rick Smith saying Minnie is strong in reciting and fan base. Yeah, they have
Reciting, I don't know, but
yeah, I mean, probably a little typo. He's probably talking into Siri. That's okay. No, Minnesota. I mean, it's the state of hockey. They're basic. I joke about this, and very prideful Americans in Minnesota don't like when I say this, but it's a compliment. You are more Canadian than Ontario. Ontario's basically American. You can have them. We'll take Minnesota in their place any day. And you're saying any thoughts of the trade of Flower?
Save him. Please save him.
Get him out. I mean, if this is his last year in the league, do you really want to see him go out like this?
Oh, please. I hope to God he does another year. Something. This should never, ever be your last year in the... Oh, please. Someone save him. Someone save him.
Oh, look at this. Our boy who's visiting Chicago right now, Neil Villapiano. Yo, Kim, what's good?
It's your
favorite Devils fan.
I love you, Neil. Let's go, brother.
Andrew asking, are you a fan of the NFL? I'm Canadian. I support my CFL first and foremost, but the BC Lions are absolutely atrocious this year. So yes, I've been keeping tabs on the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks, giving up on the Seahawks because of Wilson and his injury. He's probably going to be out the door anyways in the offseason. So unfortunately, I follow the Vikings. And today it was terrible. It was terrible. But a casual fan of the NFL. More hockey and MMA are my two big sports, and then I follow CFL, and I love watching summer box lacrosse up in Canada as well. How about you, Kim? Big NFL?
I'm here and there with NFL. Like if it's on, I'll watch it. Like I don't mind. My dad's a big NFL guy. I mean, he was a quarterback, so he loves his football. But we're New York Giants fans in this house. I mean, they won today. I'm shocked.
Well, at least you're not Jets fans like Neil, the poor guy.
Yeah, we like to have fun though. Jets and Giants, we're enjoying some mediocrity at this point together.
Yeah. One of my business partners is a huge Jets fan, and I even did a live stream on LinkedIn a few days ago talking about like branded podcasts and things like that for our company. And I'm producing the show, and I even threw a little jab in there, be like, oh yeah, Robert's a really nice guy, except when the Jets are losing. But anyways, we'll get back to the comments here, and again, keep them coming. We love it. We absolutely love it. It's a comment driven stream. Neil saying, I'm currently watching this while at the Hawks game. Well, you are committed, and we freaking love you, man. Thank you so much.
Loving it.
Alex saying, have fun at the game. Neil.
Aw, spread the love. I'm loving the love spreading in this.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's going nuts. Thanks, man. Thanks, Alex. I'm tuning in on Hawks Preds game 2, then want to see new coach. Yeah. I mean, you want to see
Ex-Islander Derek King, now the coach of the Blackhawks. There
you go. Great connection. And that's why we have Kim here. I wouldn't have known that off the top of my head. I would have had to do prep for that. Here we go. The comments are coming in hot. Thank you so much, everybody. We're getting to them all, I promise. Rick saying, I can see them in Quebec. Yeah, I mean, Quebec City, it's not going to be a new rink for much longer, but they have a new rink there. I believe it's like 4 or 5 years old now. And yeah, I mean, you gotta bring back the Nordiques. Like,
we have a Nordiques jersey hanging downstairs. It's signed by the entire team. I don't remember what year, but it's like framed. We have it framed. We love that.
You think the Battle of Alberta, even in like the 80s and 90s, was intense? I mean, Quebec was insane, right? Because Montreal likes to now, think that they're king of hockey in the entire province. But back then, I mean, Quebec City, it's just as big. I mean, maybe I'm a little bit off here, but it's just as big of a city. It's just as dominant as a city in Quebec than Montreal. I actually like Quebec City quite a bit. I mean, Montreal is beautiful. It's very unique. I can't say that it's better, but the Quebec fans, I imagine, were a little bit more blue collar, a little less, a little less French kiss, more like the French, very classy, like in Montreal.
You want to talk about dedicated fan base? At the conventions, there were still people coming in Whalers jersey saying they were Booster Club Whalers fans.
Oh, that's amazing.
They're still there. They still say the Whalers are still my team no matter what.
Wow.
They still have a dedicated fan base.
That's amazing. That's amazing to see. This is funny. Kim, tell Ish the story of how we met. She did actually. So that's great. Ish, I'm not a Jets fan. I wrote a book about their pain. Well, I mean, I figured that you were, seeing that you wrote a book about it. Yeah, nice former Isle.
Yeah, they're king. The king.
Rick Smith saying, did you see the X scratched on the cup? Brad Ulrich's name now covered by X on the Stanley Cup on black sauce. Yeah, I mean, great. That's
damn right.
That's one of many things that needs to be done in repercussions for this terrible thing.
I remember we got this question on your last, to discuss all that bullshit would take a whole nother 3 hours. It's
for Minnesota fans watching and anybody in the stream, check out my podcast channel, The Soda Pod. We had David Schuster, longtime radio broadcaster, longtime beat writer. He literally followed the team throughout that dynasty. He was covering the team on the road to, very tight with the players and whatnot. He even admitted that this was one of the biggest cover-ups in all of sports. And he's been around for a while. He covered Jordan's sideline in Chicago. So we had him on our show. The full interview is via podcast or on our YouTube channel, The Soda Pod. So if you want more on that, we're not going to get into it too much here on this live stream. We're covering this game, Minnesota Wild, New York Islanders. But if you want more on that, go check that out. Humble plug there on the Soda Pod. Keep the comments coming. We absolutely love this, ladies and gentlemen. Fleury, what I meant to say, the trade of him the year in the summer. Yeah, we covered that, so thank you very much. Paulie asking if you can check your inbox. Paulie, we're live right now, so check it later.
I'll do it after Paulie, but right now,
thank you very much.
Dedicating my energy to this guy right here and his his awesome stream right now. Look at this guy. He's giving you guys such a show, man. I loving the comments. We're loving everything that we're doing here. I want to thank you again for just even having me on to do this podcast with you, man. Anytime. This is so much fun. I mean, you were part of the chat in our last few streams too, and I was like, okay, Josh couldn't find any Islanders people who covered them within the Hockey Podcast Network. Well, I mean, hey, Josh told me no one was going to be doing this, so I answered the bell, and so did you, Kim. So thank you very much. I mean, puck is about to drop on my stream anyway, so we didn't even get to our takeaways, which is totally fine. We want comments. We want you guys to be part of this show. We want you to run this show. So, Andrew, shucks. Making me blush here. You are so cool, THPN. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like, not only on this video, on all the other videos. When we come back, we're going to take a quick break. On the other side, we will again touch on the poll question. We will again give you our thoughts live throughout this game, and we'll run down our contest as well. But a quick break, a word from our friends at DraftKings, the leader in daily fantasy sports. Use that promo code THPN upon sign up for a bonus, especially if you're in the betting states and can use Sportsbook. I mean, we've already talked a little sports gambling in this chat, and there'll probably be more as this game goes on. You're viewing the Hockey Podcast Network's Watch Along, featuring our friend Kim, IslesGirl3, New York Islanders, Minnesota Wild. We will see you on the other side.
And we are back for the second period. Minnesota Wild versus the New York Islanders. Our chat's blowing up. We love it. Thank you all. Shout out to my friend Joe Lazito, also at the Coliseum Chronicles podcast. All the best fighters in New York Islanders history. They either come on his show or he talks about them. Awesome. Joe has an unbelievable story as well. Personally, if you all don't know about it, he's just a hero. He's a hero. Look him up. Check out his story and check out his podcast. He gave us some love there on Facebook, Kim. The Islanders hockey community, I mean, it's one of the greatest organizations, franchises of all time, despite, their hiccups in the early 2000s. Still respected, still a dynasty. So the community there is unbelievable. And I've had the pleasure of working and connecting like with you here with so many great content creators.
I got something for you too while we were on break.
Oh my! I am so jealous. I'm making that full screen right now. Hold on. Oh my God, that's beautiful.
This is an authentic Seattle Thunderbirds.
Wow, that is the WHL jerseys are that's amazing, Kim. Wow, I'm jealous. I'm a Victoria Royals fan, and I do have a Royals jersey here too. They made my life a living hell the 2 years that he was there. It was. I mean, I think they knocked the Thunderbirds knocked the Royals out of the playoffs in the Western Finals and in the second round, like 2 years in a row. And I was having watch parties with my college mates, and I was just so angry. But anyway, puck has dropped again. Like I said, the Wild, they were going to lead in shots, though narrowly, 14-10 in the first period. The Islanders score with only 17 seconds left in the first. But again, the Wild seem to. They're not being complacent. They haven't taken their foot off the gas. They're still buzzing out of the gate here, and they need to equalize this quickly. And if they want any chance of getting back into this quickly, because we know Barry Trotz hockey, when you're up even by one, it's the game's going to be tightened up.
Yeah, and you know what? This is the 8th straight game the Islanders have not let in a first period goal. Fun fact.
That's Barry Trotz hockey. I'm not surprised.
You were talking about Lee's family. They actually showed him on the Islanders broadcast. His family awesome. Celebrating. And during the pregame with one of our hosts, Shannon Hogan, he said how he wanted to get one for his dad tonight. So that was really meaningful for him. Well,
how can I be upset about that?
It's his dad's birthday today. That's why.
So I mean, there you go. Happy birthday, Mr.
Happy
Lee.
birthday, right?
Before we touch on some housekeeping notes, and again, Kim will interrupt me if anything goes on this game worth noting as we're sitting back and watching live with you. We're gonna get back to the comments here. Lucas Reichel is killing it in the AHL. He next superstar. He's only 19.
Haven't heard much about him, honestly.
Okay, well, we'll get back to you in the next break. I'll do a little digging on the AHL roster there. Jordan Addy, I recognize that Chara jersey in the background.
My good friend Jordan here. He was at the NHL store with me when I bought it.
Oh yeah, Jordan. I see there's a Leafs picture there.
Yes, he's a Leafs fan, but don't worry, he's just as cynical on his team as you are of them.
Sweet. I mean, Jordan, I think we can be. I tolerate Leafs fans as long as they're not like New York Rangers fans, as as Neil would say there. He just scored a hat trick, so hey, that's pretty good. Hat trick in the AHL, not easy to come by. Varlamov getting tested, but again, nothing too crazy there.
He's strong.
Matt Dumba. Yeah, Matt Dumba, though, he's putting up points. He's not scoring at the pace that he was at prior to his injury a few years ago.
Goal, but he doesn't have the same amount of points.
What's cool about him though is he wants to score so much. And yeah, he at least found the lane there close enough anyways. Good save
nice
from Varlamov.
Fourth line entries. Mwah.
But what I was saying about Dumba, yeah, I mean, I know Cizikas is your guy there. Dumba, he still believes he can score 30, so he's driven to, which, hey, all means, try to do that. Want to see it.
You got that offensive mindset. I'm not, as a fan, I'd be like, I wouldn't mind. Hell, I won't bad give away 2-on-1 opportunity right now. Shot, nice save, Capo.
Wow. I mean, there you go. Capo has to gain a little confidence back. I mean, I don't want to say the first goal was completely on him, but he has to shake the cobwebs and be tested a little bit more.
It was good. He was in position. He saw it coming.
Andrew saying, I got ice cream sandwich. Yum. Oh, man, I'm jealous. That's so cool.
It's a trip.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, you got to... Okay, that was a little... Impossible. What a stop! Wow.
Wow.
What a stop on that 2-1 by Pellick, man. He's just unreal.
He really is.
I'm sorry, definitely get back to those comments there.
Yeah, sorry. Mesmerized by the way this game is going. It's a good game, and that's what we want here. We want a good game. The worst is duds. Even if it's not a high-scoring game, I want to see a game like this, right?
Yeah.
Fast-paced, chances all around, back and forth. David saying 6 goals in 8 games. Damn. Definitely lighting it up and definitely going to be keeping tabs on him. And I'm not even an Islanders fan. I'm just curious now. During the next break, can you check, please?
Ooh.
After the stream.
That shot hit Capo in the head. Like straight on the noggin.
Yeah, wow.
Damn, ow.
Didn't even knock the helmet off, though. We see,
Remember when goalies didn't even wear helmets?
Oh my God. I mean, I wasn't alive for that, but yes, I watched a lot of that. So even just those baseball type helmets, like umpire type helmets that they had, just kind of like, I guess they weren't even helmets. They're just masks at that point.
They were just like front masks. And then, everything happened, safety, obviously. And then like Malarchuk, everything, make today what goalie protection is today.
That one, definitely, it didn't knock the straps off. So
but
not too hard of a shot, but yeah, I can imagine. I've never been hit in the head with the puck, even with just playing
not a puck,
stick and
but
puck.
A lacrosse ball.
No, I've been hit with a lacrosse ball a lot, and that stings. But
I mean, I was playing goaltender in lacrosse, and breakaway was right on me, and I was like, oh shit. I feel like that. How do you not feel that as a goaltender and right in the noggin?
David, he is so fast. Okay, very, very interesting.
Yeah, Barzal. Ooh! Barzal able to save it at the blue line there. Wow.
Man, he's so quick.
Holy! Almost got an opportunity for 2 there. Whiffed on it.
That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see on both ends.
Set up by Barzal.
And Andrew commenting, Barzal's playing good tonight, and Bailey as well, Kim. Bailey hasn't been playing bad. There you go.
Yes, honestly, there was that one play with Bailey where I was like, seriously, but honestly, he's just getting kind of like in the mix. I haven't seen too much of anything beautifully Bailey, but Barzal Lee right now is super on their game.
Well, I mean, Andrew's saying it too. Lee is doing good too. Anders with the lone goal in this game thus far.
That first line is dialed in besides Bailey.
I mean, Capo's starting to get dialed in too, as the Minnesota Wild have only had 1 shot thus far in the first 5 minutes of this second period.
He's been doing well.
And the Islanders starting to even things out though with their 14th shot and 14th
Islanders
save, or 13th
were known as like a third. We're like, especially last season, known as like a more of a third period team. The first we usually takes to get our legs running, and then second we've been doing well this season though. So far as second periods have been our best.
Okay. Well, I mean, hey, that storyline is starting to play out, and my predictions on kind of how the Wild would play are kind of turning out too, despite not scoring in that first period, but they did have some chances. I mean, for me, from a Wild perspective, I want to see more of Fiala. Early he was noticeable, and I mean, I hate ripping on him too much, and by no means is this ripping on Kevin Fiala, because I think he's one of the most talented players in the entire National Hockey League. He doesn't have the line mates to complement his game.
I feel that. 100%.
And it just sucks. Like, he needs a center. He needs this. He can't be. I mean, he's good at setting up stuff, but
he needs someone who's going to complement him.
Yeah, the triggermen on his line aren't necessarily like world beaters, and he needs someone on his level. And
Char almost set up another goal.
Bad. Char's been. I mean, as slow as he seemed out there, he's been dangerous.
You see that, man?
Jeez.
Offensively, I have to say Chara really sees those open pockets and wants to, thread the needle. He really sees opportunities offensively very well, I have to say.
It's that vegan diet, I tell you. The guy's going to outlive us all.
Oh, great defense there, but Chara. Wow, okay.
Andrew saying, THPN, I subbed your channel while you guys are on break. Andrew, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
I hope you win. Well, I mean, from a Wild perspective, I hope you don't win, but I do hope you win the contest. Although you projected high, and this game doesn't look like the scoring's going much higher.
Yeah, right? Like, it's like, who knows? Still got a period to play.
Still got a period to play.
More than half of this one. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it pops off.
There you go. There you go. I'll give a quick shout out to our contest. For those who haven't entered yet and who are just joining the live stream right now, you have a chance to win this 20 miles, 20 smiles hat courtesy of Gong Show Gear, the leader in hockey apparel right now. They make beautiful stuff. To enter the contest, all you have to do is predict the outcome of this game, the score, and what team is your predicted winner in the YouTube chat. Entries close 5 minutes into the third period. So, you can be a little bit of a snake. You can just wait till, 4 minutes and 30 seconds and then, throw your prediction. And you can. I'm just giving an update throughout this game.
Islanders, man, dominating in the ozone. Holy crap there. That second line for the Islanders, just the way they were just skating around that Minnesota
They're buzzing.
That's what I was talking about with these second periods.
Yeah, I believe it. I can see it before my eyes. Andrew giving us the Andrew regular THPN Chicago report. They got
to the PowerPoint. Andrew Chicago report. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, Andrew. Ransom 1974. Go Minnesota Wild is, I'm guessing, best.
It's Bay. It's supposed to be Bay.
It's supposed to be Bay. Oh, my friend Sean Cosgrove has entered the chat. 3-2 Isles. Sean going against the Wild.
I see he has a Wild. I'm shocked by that. Okay.
Sean's a realist, though. Sean honestly knows more about the game than me.
I'm a realist too. Like, I was talking to you on that Rangers thing. I was like, I'd take Adam Fox any day. Like, yeah, he's a Ranger, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to take him.
Well, I mean, my Persian brother, Zabinajad, there haven't been many Persian players who've dominated ice hockey, but this guy, I know he's Swedish born. He's his mom's Persian. Whatever. Still. Or his dad's Persian, I think. Anyways.
Okay.
Shows how much
I didn't know he was Persian, so that's cool to know. That's
yeah, half
cool
Persian, half Swedish.
And he's a DJ too, so.
Yeah, I've actually listened to some of his stuff on. Yeah. I do a lot of road biking, and though I like house music, techno, it's not my jam. I'm a very traditional blues and rock guy, and classic hip hop. As I have Snoop Dogg,
hey,
Dr. Dre. Who else I got hanging in the studio here? We got Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah, I won tickets off of knowing classic rock lyrics. So.
Oh well, there you go. I mean, you're on the island, so you better know your classic rock.
I heard it. I saw it.
I'm not gonna screw it up again. I promise.
No, it's fine.
Sean, thanks for joining the stream, buddy. Really appreciate it. New mask for Marc-Andre Fleury. It's unbelievable, that new mask. It's so beautiful. Yeah, absolutely love it. Deeps 1337. I bet 4.5 goals plus. Do you think it's possible? Combined,
this game is so chippy back and forth. I don't know.
I could see 4 on the dot. I could say each team having 2-2 and it goes to OT. I could see that. I don't know if one team is going to run away with. And again, I'm sorry, Andrew, because I know you have the the 5-3 prediction for the Isles.
Oh, we just got a penalty. Joy.
First power play
Pellick,
of the
I think with
game.
A slash.
So first power play for your Minnesota
slash
Wild.
or a trip, I didn't see, but
I'll just get Victor Rask's face off.
All right, Wild power play.
I don't want to see that.
Oh my god. The ref tripped the Minnesota Wild player.
Oh my god.
The ref right off the face off. He just went down. Come on, boys. Yeah, and I save Varley. Ooh, this is where I get scared. I mean, we have a decent power PK, but again, I just get scared.
Fair enough. Again, haven't seen too much of the Islanders PK to comment on it, but I've heard good things. The Wild don't move the puck that well on the power play. They're very much bang bang, set up a quick pass play, and then to their trigger.
I wish. Honestly,
but I will say Nico Sturm and Bukestad in front of the net, they're very, very good at clearing the crease.
Oh, nice keep in there. Oh, yes, Islanders get it out. Let's go. Zach Parise was for tripping, actually. Zach Parise went to the box.
Amazing. I mean, yeah, maybe he gets a penalty. Maybe he also scores a goal. We'll see.
I've also just learned that his name could be said both. He said he doesn't mind which way his name is said because I've heard Parise and I've heard Parise. And he said he doesn't care.
When I grew up, it was Parise, so I don't even know.
I say Parise.
Parise, yeah. That's what Minnesotans say. And, he is from Minnesota. And we got Wes Walls, former Wild, and Anthony LaPanta on Bally Sports. That's the way they pronounce it.
Oh, breakout.
Oh, I'm going with
Oh, oh, Zeker! Oh, that's my boy. Though on the PK, Cizikas is an animal.
Cizikas, it doesn't get enough love league wide.
Thank you. I've loved him since I was 10 just for his absolute grit, like and how I was saying about Parise, but one of my favorite goals I've ever saw him score was John Tavares' first game back to Long Island.
Yeah.
Short-handed goal, Casey Cizikas.
And by the way, for everyone, if anyone wanted to know, I think, I used to love John Tavares. Canadian boy. He literally, broke his leg out like in the Olympics, for Team Canada. I know the Islanders weren't thrilled about that, him coming back, or him not coming back, rather.
But, I appreciate the grit.
But him leaving for the Leafs? No. Dead to me. Dead to me.
I mean, it's his home team, and I
pajamas. I don't care about the pajamas, Kim. I don't care about the pajamas.
And I get it. We had fun with it. I'm over it now. Like, I don't really care anymore. Like, whatever happens. Like, it's not like every time I see a Tavares thing, I'm like, But
if he was with any other team, I wouldn't care. But because it's the Leafs.
But yeah, no, it was definitely an interesting time, and it just I just feel lack of communication is really what was the problem there.
Yeah. Let's go back to the comments here. And again, I'll throw the poll question for the stream in the chat shortly. If you haven't got in on the contest, please predict who you think is going to win. Send us the score. And again, what team is going to win. And you have a chance to win this hat courtesy of Gong Show Gear. Man, the Islanders are buzzing.
Nope. The Wild just scored.
Oh, I just saw it right now. See, that's yes. What a back and forth!
With a great stop. But what happened to
back and forth game? Love it.
What happened in front of the net there?
Just he didn't see it. That's what it came down to.
Passed it right to the Wild, right in front, save, and then how did that go in? Was that tipped?
And Brandon Duham, the young guy who I talked about earlier in this stream, who's going to be
tipped off the skate through Varlamov. I don't know if that was Bukestad.
Regardless, that is a Duham goal if it is, because I said they're dirty. His first one was off his butt.
Yep.
Doug Glatt style. Like this guy.
I don't know if it was our skate or the Minnesota Wild skate, but still, it's a goal.
And I mean, Varlamov, he just did not see this one. Oh yeah, off the skate. Looks like a little tic-tac-toe there off Pellick.
Was it our skate or was it Bukestad?
I think it was off Pellick, then Bukestad. Because it looked like it was off his stick or his glove and then Bukestad. But there you have it. The game is tied.
Would that be Bukestad?
I think, Duham probably just went first in the line as the refs were like, let's get this going here. But I'm sure Bukestad will get credit for that one if it didn't just go off Pellick. But
yeah, I don't know. With the angle, I couldn't tell whose skate it was.
Brandon Duham, let me just check here what he has on this. His second goal of the season, his third point, or fourth point rather. And the kid already has 24 penalty minutes. Like, he is a beast. He plays an outstanding game, and I truly think he's Jordan Greenway's replacement. So there you have it, the game. 1-1. Wild still lead narrowly in shots. I believe they've only gone like 3 thus far in this period. But we're able to capitalize on that play there from a screened Semyon Varlamov as we get back.
They credited it to Duham.
Oh, there you go then. There you go. Let's go back to the comments here. Again, thanks to everybody for commenting. This is a comment-driven stream. I know we got a little sidetracked there, but just because this game is so riveting.
Well, if I screw up names, I'm so freaking sorry.
oh, me too. David saying over-under is 5.5. I mean, it's tied 1-1 now, so let's see. Andrew saying I had basketball guys, but not anymore. I only want hockey guys like you. Oh, Andrew, you're a beauty. Thank you very much. Used to be an NBA fan, less and less a fan these days. Because Toronto's the only one that has a team, and I can't really root for Toronto, right, Kim? But anyways, Eric saying, who's both of your second favorite teams? The Canucks. Basically, for me, it's Vancouver, the Washington Capitals, and the Minnesota Wild. Those are my teams.
Mm-hmm. With me, it's always Islanders. Always number one in my heart is going to be Islanders. But I have a soft spot for the Boston Bruins and Vegas right now because that's the team Leonard's on.
I mean, fair with Leonard. I know you're a huge fan of him, but like, having my Canucks in the Pacific. I mean, Vegas is just so goddamn annoying. And I mean, Kim, you're great. You're not a crazy Bostonian, so that's why I'm okay
I just
with
have a soft spot for them family wise.
And again, fair, nothing but love here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Isles defense is unreal. Yeah, it is. It is looking really
Not there.
I mean, yeah, not there. But hey, the players were in position. I mean, that one squeaked by. It was a screen goaltender again.
Could you say that's like a lucky goal in a sense?
Oh yeah, and that's how Brandon Duhaim's going to score. They're going to be dirty like that.
And yeah, like let's talk about like Sean's comment. I'm sorry, like not to, but yeah, didn't he score his first one trying to pick up his stick?
Yep.
Yeah. Which he scored his first goal. It was disallowed. Then he tried to pick up his stick and then scored his first goal there.
Off his ass, I'm telling you. And Andrew Barry, we have another Andrew who's entered the chat. I bet Islanders straight up, and I'm cursed. So we'll see. We'll see. Rick saying change my pick because former gold medalist 2002 Team Canada amputee hockey player and Hockey Hall of Famer. Nice to meet you, THPN and my friend of Kim's site. Hey, Rick, thank you for joining the stream. Really appreciate it.
That was awesome, man.
And she's saying what? Oh my. Sean, Duhaime scored a goal while with a stick and while looking at the net this time.
Yeah, it's the baby steps. It's
baby steps. I mean, Sean, you know how much Spoke Z and I love Duhaime. I mean, I'm okay with them taking Greenway's position here, and if the Wild can get whatever they can for Greenway via trade, I mean, I think you make that trade now this season. No point in investing back in Greenway when Dean clearly trusts Duhaime now. Deep says yes. Give me 3 more.
Yeah! What a play! Wow, 2-on-1. Barzal outskates the Minnesota Wild. Beautiful pass, and Vanders has 2 tonight for his family. Let's go. His dad's having some birthday.
3rd time the lamp is lit this evening. Right when Cody.
Right, holy crap, I went hard there.
Right when Cody comments Cody Jansen of the World Hockey Book, Kaprizov is a bust. Barzal all day. Cody, Kaprizov has more points than him. You can't call him a bust. Kaprizov has more points than him, though. I said, given the WHL bias of mine here in Western Canada, I'd pick Barzal all day, every day. And hey, you can vote on our poll question, that exact question at VI Sports Talk. I'll chuck the link in the chat here shortly. That's pinned to my page. Who would you rather have on your team? The bust, Kirill Kaprizov, or the Canadian legend in the making, Matthew Barzal? Scott commenting, what about the Wild versus Penguins game last night? Scott, it was an unbelievable game. The Wild up and down, textbook Minnesota sports right there. But we're able to come back on Nick Bjugstad with a beautiful goal in the shootout and give credit where it's due. Cam Talbot, unbelievable. Stood on his head against that Zucker. I believe it was a backhand. And then the young, what's his name, Marino, the young defender for Pittsburgh. I mean, he looked really good too. And you're saying 5-2 Red Wings, 1-0 Blue. I can't believe the Red Wings pulled that off. That was amazing.
Brossois, man.
Yeah, I was going to say, Leonard wasn't there, but yeah, Brossois. All right, so another contest entry. Thank you so much. Nevada Clark, 4-3 Isles.
Ooh, Bovillia tried to toe drag, unsuccessful, but gets it almost right back. But we last night against the Jets, we failed on 2-on-1s, and I said we got to work on 2-on-1s. And then right here they come and show me. They're like, "Ha, you thought?"
Wow. Oh, there's some fighting words. Cizikas needs to be better. He's looked good tonight though on the PK.
Then you're not watching, Erod. If you think Cizikas needs to be better, did you see him on the PK? Did you see him on that shot right at Capo? Like,
preach. I
don't know how much more you want him to do.
And
he's gritty. He's gotten zone entries. He has gotten shots on net. He has saved us on the PK.
And he has 1 point on the season. He's got 1 point despite being a defensive player.
And that's, same thing with Parise. It's the same thing. They have both that same grit. He doesn't necessarily get the points, but where you need him, he will be.
Deep's saying, damn, I really like this Islanders. I mean, I really like Barzal. I'll tell you that much.
Thank you. So do I.
I mean, how could I saw the replay there. And again, I'm a little bit behind. I'm like 15, 20 seconds behind Kim here. She's giving you the live updates while I catch up. But yeah, I mean, Barzal, he's a stud there. And you saw Kakkonen not happy, about that one either.
And we got a power play coming up here. They say it's a cross check. They're cracking down on it. It's kind of soft in my opinion, but yeah, I could see why they called it.
I guess John Merrill too, someone who's not. Oh, Dean Evason's, AKA Creed Bratton. He is just pissed with that call.
Yeah, he's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, Merrill also. Here, I have the replay here. I mean, by the book, it's a cross check. Is it a little weak one? Sure.
Is it a weak? Yes, it's a weak call.
The fact that Islander, and the fact that Islander went down. If the Islander player didn't go down, I don't think it would have been a call.
He was against the wall. He got pushed. I mean, there's no way he's keeping his balance.
Was it Pajot who got hit?
It's by book a cross check.
Yeah. Well, let's now see the power play go to work.
Oh dear God! Here's our power play. Here you go. Dear God in heaven.
Again, Kim will cut me off when the live play happens. But get into these. What's going on? Oh shit! Oh my God. What a
done. I'm done. This is the Islanders' power play.
I mean, it's kind of a reflection of what the Minnesota Wild was too. I mean, the Islanders with just like the Wild there. The Islanders were
in front of the net. Thank God for Varlamov.
Well, the Islanders, that happened to them too when they were shorthanded. They had 2 great chances against Minnesota Wild. So this game is just dead even.
Like that though.
Well, not to that magnitude, but still.
I honestly thought you guys had a guaranteed goal right there. And let me tell you,
that wraparound, yeah.
Our power play short for power play and die. Oh God, that was embarrassing. And here we go, zone entries. Barely made it, but again, Wallstrom.
Nevada Clark saying only Bahamian hockey fan. Isles 4, Wild 3. That's awesome. Joining us from the Bahamas. That's beautiful. Cheers. Thank you for checking us out. Subscribe to the channel, the Hockey Podcast Network. Give this video a like and show some love to Kim as well. IslesGirl3. Subscribe to her channel as well. Mikey saying go Islanders. Let's go. He could always be better, referring to Cizikas.
Well, okay, you could say that about every player then.
Fair, yeah. I mean, except for McDavid and Draisaitl these days.
Except for McDavid, yeah.
Yeah. I need 3 more. Andrew says 3 more to go. Let's go Islanders. Paulie saying 3-2 Isles. Paulie, I think you already. Oh no, you didn't. Paulie hasn't entered yet.
All right, so get Paulie in there.
Paulie's been waiting. He's been strategizing here. And that's okay. That's okay. The contest ends. I mean, the entries end 5 minutes into the 3rd period. So you can be a little snake.
I hope the Islanders get no more power plays.
For Wild's sake, sure. Take a couple more penalties.
Oh, dear. Now we're caught in the zone. Wild with a great chance here.
Beautiful.
Cizikas took it away. There you go. Look, this is, again, Zeker working his ass off trying to get that out of the zone.
Mikey saying that was a weak call, but let's go Islanders. Yeah, no, we agreed with that. Deep saying, Andrew, I need 2 more. Oh, and look at that. Nothing but love. Good luck, Andrew says. Deep's reminding us it is his prediction, his or her. I don't know, Deep's. Or they. I don't know.
We can't get it out.
Deep's Islanders 3-1 victory. A lot of contest entries. I love it. I have them all noted. At the end of the game, we'll go back and see if we have a winner. There you go. Yeah, Suzuki is good. Ha. There you go. Thanks to everyone tuning into the live stream. By the way, the chat's buzzing. It's a comment-driven stream. Tell us your takes on the game. Ask us your questions. Enter the contest if you haven't already. Game predictions, score, and what team is going to win it. And chime into our poll question. I keep saying it, Kim. I keep saying I'm going to throw the link in there, and I keep getting sidetracked. I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, not much to see Islanders-wise right now. Honestly, Minnesota taking over the last portion of this second period.
I think for the first
After that power play, we lost so much momentum.
After a power play, you lose momentum.
Kaprizov breaks his stick on the shot. Man, bad luck there.
He's snake bitten with only 2 goals? Is it 2?
Oh, ref, get out of the way!
So the ref has tripped a player and now has acted as a pick.
Yeah, and now he just blocked our trying to like dump it into the zone, but I'm like, there's nothing you can do there, honestly. I just like yelling at the refs.
Hey, yell away. I love it. Eric chiming in on our contest as well, saying 4-1 Isles.
Parise out there. Seeing Parise skate. Here we go. Got the puck back. Nice boy. Nice job, boy.
Oh, Rick, by the way, with the Chicago report.
Give it to Parise. Give it to Parise. Give it to my boy. Come on.
Look, if Parise parks in front of the net, he'll get a dirty one. I'm confident.
But they put him with freaking Bailey. That's not going to help you.
Oh, man. Again, I hear it on all Islanders podcasts, Islanders radio, everything. Josh Bailey just not a popular player for that team.
Still haven't picked up that Kaprizov stick in the zone.
Rick's like, interference for the ref.
Interference on the zebra.
And the refs are, what are you doing out there? I know they've had a couple wobbly pops, I think. Bud Lights before the game, not after. Those tall boys. I mean, come on, guys. I know this is Minnesota. It's the mecca of craft beer, but take it easy.
Oh, man. I'm like... Oh, I hope you didn't hear.
I love that.
That was my dad.
Bailey, such a popular player. Right on cue.
Yeah, he lost us the puck there. So, yeah, sometimes you'll hear my dad.
That's okay. Oh, Paul. Oh! What a chance there.
Martz with such an opportunity right there, man.
Oh man, that was beautiful. Paulie 3-3. The Islanders win in OT. Paul, you can't change your scores there. You said 3-2. It's locked in. It's locked and loaded.
But man, what an end to that second period there. Wow.
That was what an exciting game. And yeah, I mean, I would have been rolling over and like crying right now if the Islanders got another late one to go up by 2 going into the third. Just like at the end of the first.
A close game though.
Anyone's
game.
Exactly. The Islanders only lead by 1 goal. It's a 2-1 game. We're going to take a quick break going into this second intermission. Again, it's a comment-driven stream, so we'll bring our takeaways forward from this entire game, but particularly the second period, unless the comments drive the entire intermission like they did in the last intermission. We absolutely love it. So keep them coming. Questions, comments, the whole 9 yards. We're really excited to be watching this game with you here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Give Kim a subscribe, drop a like on her videos, and check out her podcast, IslesGirl3 on YouTube, and throw us a subscription and a like. Show some love here as well on the Hockey Podcast Network. We really appreciate it. On the other side, we'll get to your comments. We'll touch on the poll question, and we'll run down the contest again here. You're watching us on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Minnesota Wild, New York Islanders. We'll see you for second intermission rundown on the other side. Welcome back to the Hockey Podcast Network Watch Along featuring the Minnesota Wild and the New York Islanders. My name is IslesGirl3 alongside Kim, IslesGirl3. The chat is bumping again. More love for you, which I love to see. Very thrilled to have you riding shotgun throughout this stream. Isles fan for life says hi. Hi, Kim. So there you go.
Hey, what's up, man? I've seen him around. What's up, man? It's good to see you.
Rick saying Kim's team rocking. Okay, yeah, I mean they're rocking, they're rolling.
On the power
But
play.
before we run down the poll question, before we talk about our contest, which is, hey, we got 25 minutes, yeah, actually 20 minutes until the contest closes. Before all of that, I mean, Rick has been our Chicago update man throughout this evening. Kim just in our break shot me a message in the private chat. She's like, Chicago Blackhawks won in OT, their second win of the season
Against the Preds.
Against the Preds, who've been playing very well as of late.
They've been very dominant. I'm shocked.
A great win against the Minnesota Wild last week, and a very good win against the Vancouver Canucks to start off this weekend as well. But yeah, there you go. Andrew saying, yo, me too.
We're talking about let's talk about that Blackhawks Nashville game. You know, we have our, you know, you go into a game you got to go in with a certain mindset, and it's that any team can win on any given day. You can't go in just saying, oh, you know, it's Arizona, this should be easy. No, any team can win on any given day. You're gonna sit complacent, you're gonna get destroyed. And I'm, you know, who knows? Maybe Nashville went in with that mindset. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
I feel like mindset has so much to do with the game you play.
Oh yeah, I mean any sport. Sorry, so much of all good. What kind of dog do you have, by the way? Huge dog over here.
Native American Indian dog and Alaskan Malamute mix.
Wow. I bet he or she is beautiful.
It's okay.
My dog, my family dog, rather. She's getting old now. She's a blue heeler lab mix from Mexico. So she was a handful.
Fair enough. She's right in front of our Whalers jersey too.
Ah, beautiful. I love it. I mean, that's how you boost the views on a live stream, right? You talk or show pictures of dogs. Yeah, puppies or cats, right? All right, the comments are coming in here. We love it. Hawks defense was super good. Isles fan for life. 13 days till Belmont. David saying the cat with the winner, Alex to bring cat. Oh, very nice, Dave. Very nice.
Hi, Pupper.
Rick and I update men's. There you go, Andrew. We really appreciate it. Okay, we'll cover some housekeeping notes before we talk about this second period. But again, if you guys keep the comments, guys and gals, keep the comments rolling. It's a comment-driven stream. We're going to go to you and feature all your comments before any of our takes on this game. Happy to be sitting back watching this game with you. So we'll start with the poll question. And again, I'll throw the link here in the YouTube chat. Our Minnesota Wild, New York Islanders Hockey Podcast Network live stream poll question is, who would you rather have on your team? Kirill Kaprizov or Matthew Barzal? Kim, I'm refreshing it now. Kaprizov has been leading all night, and he's still leading, though by a narrow margin of 55%. So if you have Twitter, I know some of you joining us on YouTube don't have Twitter. That's okay, but if you have Twitter, hit me up at VI Sports Talk. The link is in the chat right now.
Come on, Isles fans. I mean, he got a point tonight. I don't see Kaprizov getting...
Kaprizov needs to pull one out or Isles win. I mean, Kaprizov or Fiala, in my opinion. I mean, everyone thinks that Kaprizov is the best player on this team. Maybe he is. Maybe he will be. Fiala is just as talented, maybe even more of an offensive threat. That's my opinion. Isles fan for life, Barzal. I mean, I imagine so. If you have Twitter, go vote in the poll question. Really appreciate it. Andrew, I know you don't have Twitter, if I'm not mistaken, saying I'll say Barzal. So, I mean, hey, those two votes right there, they're helping sway things in Barzal's favor. So that's good. That's good. Last housekeeping note before, again, we keep addressing your comments here and we talk about that second period until 5 minutes into the third period. And Kim, you're going to have to tell me because you have the official time. I'm a little behind, right? I'm 20, 30 seconds behind. When we hit that 5 minutes mark into the third period, you let me know. We'll close the entries for the contest. But until then, get them in. You have your chance to win this 20 miles, 20 smiles hat courtesy of Gong Show Gear, the leaders in hockey apparel right now. Gong Show Gear, they're doing amazing stuff. All you have to do to enter, and it's late in this game too, so it's you got the advantage. In the live YouTube chat, you just have to predict the winner and the score of this game, and if it's correct, you will win this hat. We'll get all your information after the game, or hit me up on Twitter at VI Sports Talk or hello at thehockeypodcastnetwork.com. And if we have two winners, we have a ton more prizes here at the Hockey Podcast Network studio/headquarters. So don't you worry. Love you, Kim, but go wild. Victoria.
Fair enough.
I love it. That's
Love you,
probably
Victoria.
the best. That's probably the best comment that we can get here.
Honestly, though, like, support your team. I'm not gonna be like, like, I love it, Victoria. If you love the Wild, shout it. I'm not. It's gonna be a close damn game. I'll tell you that.
I mean, it has been a close damn game. It's been a very entertaining game, despite just a 2-1 score. What were your main takeaways from that second period? Because it started off looking like the Islanders were more the dominant team.
Yeah, off the get-go, Islanders ozone possession, just absolutely domination over the Wild. Like, it was like, I mean, I was pretty content watching that beginning of the second period. I would say around the halfway point was where the Islanders started to kind of teeter off, and Wild started to get their legs back, get a little bit of their game back. After that Islanders power play, I feel like we just lost so much momentum, which is funny coming off a power play.
Hilarious.
But literally, it's what my Islanders do. And it gave the Wild so much momentum there for them to be more dominant towards the end of that second.
Yeah, I mean, I echo a lot of that. Saw Kirill Kaprizov a little bit more. He had that broken stick.
That's just unfortunate. That's just unfortunate.
How about those chances for the Wild late? I mean, the wraparound. I mean, credit to Varlamov. That was an unbelievable
I cannot
save.
believe he didn't score there.
I think Varlamov has been one of the best players in this entire game on both ends.
I think he has been such a key part of this Islander, like the Islanders being in this game in the first place. I think Varlamov has been solid. And that's what I told you to be at the beginning of the stream.
Yeah,
that I was not concerned with Varlamov. I know the type of goalie he is. He's healthy. He's going to be locked in, and he's going to be just as, scary to play against.
Well, then it begs the question of why there's a lot of Islanders fans out there who are critical of him, even those who I work with.
Because what happens with the fan base is people start to go on like the Sorokin bandwagon, the band train, and when that happens, you get like a kind of, you put on the blinders. Oh, well, anything besides Sorokin shouldn't go in net. You understand what I'm saying? And so people will be biased because they just want Sorokin in every single game, but that's not realistic.
Okay.
Like, I love Sorokin, but
he's the future. He's the future.
But Varlamov needs more credit. And I've talked with this with Islanders fans too. Like, Varlamov doesn't get the credit he deserves, in my opinion. He's been so dominant for us, such a solid goal netminder. He just needs so much more damn credit.
Hey, Kim, that could get the chat heated here. So I'm gonna turn my attention back to the comments. We'll get to you all here. Oh, I love this comment, Rick. I love it. Barzell is Canadian. That says everything. Oh, Canada. I'll be singing soon with those comments, Rick. Keep me going here. Andrew's saying 10 versus Rams is winning big time. 21-3 almost to halftime. Oh, Tennessee versus Rams. Okay. Little NFL talk. Lucas Raymond, 14 points in 13 games. What a rookie that Swedish prodigy is.
Wow.
Yes, Lucas Raymond is absolutely killing it. I mean, top Calder candidate right now by a long shot, in my opinion.
I didn't realize he had that many points.
Yeah, he's killing it. Well, I mean, yeah, with the team that's not the best. So. Very, very much excited to see what more this kid brings. I mean, this next wave of prospects is unreal. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be as special as when Crosby, Ovi, Getzlaf. I mean, all those names, right, came in all at once, and that was insane. Was
2015?
2015 is pretty unbelievable, right? So
that was the Connor McDavid.
Yeah. Well, Jack Eichel, Connor McDavid back-to-back, which, by the way, I wish so much that Eichel, and I know you're a Vegas fan because of Leonard, but I wish so much that he would have gone to Calgary. Imagine the modern battle of Alberta with the 1 and 2 picks in the 2015 draft going head-to-head. I don't know. Maybe that's just my Canadian bias coming out.
It's what Eichel wanted. I know Eichel and Leonard know each other very well, so they can definitely laugh about their times in Buffalo and their injuries.
Of course. I mean, yeah, Red Wings so lucky with Lucas Raymond. You said it there. You doing Dallas and Van game next? I might. I was maybe gonna do.
I was like, are you gonna kick back for that one and just enjoy your boys? But hey, if you do it, I'll be in the chat.
Yes, we appreciate it. I'm either doing. It just depends on my day job. This is part of it. This is the night job part of it. Yep. But I might be doing the Anaheim Canucks one. If not, then definitely the Dallas one. And we might have our host from the Hockey Podcast Network, Dallas show on if they can as well. So subscribe to the channel. It'll be up either the day before, and we'll have updates on all our social media as well at HockeyPodNet. Oh, Colby Miller I love it. A late contest entry, but that's good. That's strategy right there. Noting it down now. A lot of 3-1 Islander predictions. I'll just say that.
I hope so.
Yeah. I have to scroll up for a second, Kim, because I noted the last 3-1 Islanders prediction, but I didn't write the name next to it.
Uh-oh.
It was after Polly's, so give me a second. Oh, it was deep. Okay, I got it.
Okay, we got it.
It was deeps. All right, comments coming in hot. We love it. Andrew saying Lucas Raymond is the beast and the MVP. I mean, how crazy would it be if he kept this pace going? Detroit doesn't even make the playoffs. He wins the Calder and MVP of the league. That would be insane.
Yeah.
On 2015 Kaprizov draft, 5th round, any idiot can pick McDavid first overall. Sean, this is why you are the king. I love it. See, this is what Sean brings us, Kim. This is why we love Sean Crossgrove.
Peter Shirley.
Rick saying he hopes that the Islanders squeeze out this one as well. Rick, is that your prediction? No, you're a 4-3. I keep forgetting. Yours is up there. Andrew saying Eichel finally is out to Vegas. Kim must be happy for that.
I'm happy that he's able to get the surgery he wants.
There you go.
First and foremost, the fact that Buffalo, just didn't. The fact that they just Buffalo, to me, just, I'm sorry, Buffalo fans, but they look at their players as just investments. They don't look at them as people. And goddamn, like the way they treated Leonard, the way they say hi to my dad, the way they treated Leonard, the way they treated Jack Eichel, it's despicable to me. It's just despicable. And it's, my day job is, I'm a nurse. To not have autonomy of what you want to do with your own body for your health is just such a problem to me.
Yeah, no, I echo that as well. The Pagulas, their reign has not been great in Buffalo. We'll say that. I mean, historically, I have time for the Buffalo Sabres. I mean, Vancouver Island boy Doug Bodger, Alex Mogilny. I mean, you got the calls from Rick Jaranet, Mayday, 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 like an absolute, great historic franchise. But as of late, yeah, it's been horrible. It's been horrible. We'll get back to the comments here. Ooh, a great question from our friend in the Bahamas. Question, which NHL player costs the most? That would be Connor McDavid, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it depends, because here's the thing. If you're going for just casual, everyday, like, jersey that you can buy, like, on the team right now, they're all equal. If you're going on the Adidas site, you're going to find all equal prices. It's depends on, for like older jerseys, that's where it's going to get more expensive. You're talking about name, you're talking about what team they played for then, how young they were at that time, especially if they're a successful player. And so it's going to be what league, that's where it's going to be, where your prices range from up and down.
Yeah. Thanks for covering that. And, put it this way, and I don't know if this is just how, I don't know if you're at this elementary level of a hockey fan or not, if you're just dialed in, the biggest fan in the Bahamas, but obviously if you have a jersey without a name versus a name and a patch there, it's gonna be $100 extra minimum probably for a name or a patch job there. Rick's saying thanks, no problem. I think you already gave your prediction. 3-2. Oh yeah, you did. I got it. Here 3-2 Wild OT. Sorry, Kim.
It's all good.
Sean Cosgrove. Oh, I love this. Didn't the Sabres spell the names wrong of their jerseys for their alumni game recently? Yes, they did. What was it, 2 years ago? I don't remember. I remember they mixed up the letters of two, a player's name. I forget who, but I remember seeing it. Yeah, 50 mission caps, and the owners care more about the Bills. I mean,
absolutely.
A given, absolutely. An absolute given. She goes hard. That's why she's here.
I can tell you this, though, because I have every team Leonard has played for. I have every single NHL team Leonard has played for, so I know prices. I know there was one when he played for the Binghamton Senators that I found.
Oh, wow.
Game-worn Islander Binghamton Senators. I was like, $1,000. American.
You jumped $1,000?
No, I wish I could.
Okay, I was going to say, Kim, I was like, holy crap.
But this is what I'm talking about. Like, Leonard's jersey, I honestly got him pretty cheap because I have a friend who was very nice enough to sew the nameplate on for me.
That's how you do it.
And I got the jerseys he wore authentic of what jersey he would have worn when he played for the team. So my Ottawa and my Buffalo ones are Reeboks of the so it's the one with Buffalo where they had the tubing on the sides and stuff like that. Like they're authentic to what he wore during that time frame. So I know about looking for past jerseys, range of player, and it depends on the name. That's how I know all of this because I've done my research.
No, I love it, and that's awesome. I'm not that hardcore of a jersey buff. I mean, I have a ton of hockey jerseys. I am Canadian. I like to buy the weird, quirky local ones. Like, I gotta show you after the break. I got the salsa one here. Yeah, I got it handy. So, in our, I won't say this break as the third period is just about to start or just started, anyways. But before our little post-game show, I'll bring that one for sure. Yep. We'll get to these last comments before we take our quick break at the start of the first period. Where are we here? Oh, D-Pen. Hey, D-Pen. I know you subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much. Drop a like on this video. 3-2 Islanders getting in on the contest. Yeah, you have 5 more minutes to get in on this contest. Kim will let me know when entries are done. A ton of entries here tonight. Awesome. All right, you know what? We'll get back to the comments here. I know they're coming in hot, but we got to take a quick break, and I know where the third period has begun. So on the other side, sit back, watch the rest of this third period. This exciting third period. Islanders lead 2-1 on the Minnesota Wild here. You are tuning in to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Minnesota Wild, New York Islanders. We will see you on the other side. And we are back. We are a few minutes into the third period. Minnesota Wild, this is the story of the game. They're coming out of the gates hot. They're pushing the pace. Kirill Kaprizov, we saw him shaking the head as Semyon Varlamov. He's having a hell of a game.
Here comes Zeker. Oh, damn. I want him. I would just any of my favorite players scoring is always a good day.
Well, I mean, if Zizekas gets his, first of the year, I'm sure you're just going to go crazy over there.
I've been his fan since I was 10 years old. He was my first ever NHL jersey.
Amazing. All right, so the chat here, it's buzzing. We're going to get back to your comments again. This is a comment-driven stream. Obviously, Kim will, she'll interrupt me when, some crazy to note of play happens.
I'm looking for that 5-minute mark, too.
And the 5-minute mark when our contest ends. You have a couple more minutes to get in on our contest. Predict the score and who wins this game to get in our contest. 20 miles, 20 smiles, courtesy of our friends at Gong Show Gear, the best hockey apparel out there. I'm diving into the comments now here. We got our friend from the Bahamas saying, thanks for the answer. Thanks for the question. Andrew saying, Bills is so good. And yes, I agree with that, but the Bills is my team. All right, Andrew, fair enough, fair enough. Kate Berry saying, Kim.
Hey, Kate, how you doing? She's a Penguins fan.
Oh, Kim. Well, I'm sorry about the Wild win the other night. Rick, 1972, Paul Henderson, most expensive Summit Series, $1 million game worn. Henderson, baby. One of the best moments in Canadian and arguably all of hockey history.
1
but
million,
yeah,
that's nuts.
That's nuts. That's more than a freaking Gretzky rookie card.
Yeah, literally.
Well, one of the best hockey calls of all time. And again, I'm no Canadian bias there at all.
I absolutely agree with you. I'm American. I agree.
I'm half American, by the way, but I choose to bear the.
Hey, you're living in Canada. Like, show your Canadian pride.
Yeah, the Rouge et Blanc, as the French would say. Kate saying, my girl, hi, Kim. Kim, we love you. Hope you're doing okay.
Thanks,
Nothing but
Kate.
love.
You're the best. Appreciate
Justin!
it.
Now, Justin is correct me
Love
if I'm
his
wrong,
name.
Justin. Justin is a Nashville fan. He's in Chad's Nashville fantasy hockey group, if I'm not mistaken. He joined us on the last
So he's hurting.
Justin, yeah, he's hurting a little bit, but
you got a point, though. I mean, they got the point.
Yeah, I appreciate you joining the stream, Justin. Justin's a hoot.
I love his name.
Yeah, Gambino. Andrew saying, Rick Smith, I thought HTH is live tonight, but he isn't.
Yeah, talking about my buddy John, yeah.
My buddy Dylan saying, salsa, baby. It's going to come in the post-game show, I promise.
Hell yeah.
It'll make an appearance. Hell, I might even throw that sucker on if I have enough time.
There we go.
50 mission cap, only got one. Number 17, Wendell Clark. Look, as much as I can't stand the Leafs, Wendell Clark, got to give credit where credit's due. Absolute beauty. Blue-collar hockey player. Rick Smith, I have a signed Paul Henderson, 1972, signed with the puck, and pic of him signing. Oh, my God, Rick.
Wow.
You're going to give me a heart attack here. That's amazing. That's amazing. Kim, I've gone to my local city archives when I was in college just to get the tape. And I watched that game, like in the dark room. Like that's how much of a hockey nerd I am. And that's how important that game was to me, that I went through all that just to watch it, from puck drop to finish.
I wish I had that opportunity. Damn.
Yeah, Andrew, TT is still partying maybe after last night with the BS. And saying I have a signed Phil Esposito and a Leaf player. Phil Esposito, he's great as well. Dylan saying 4. Oh, 3-2 Wild win. Let's go. Oh, Dylan gets in right in the nick of time.
1 minute left.
Dylan, you snake.
Dylan, you snake.
Andrew saying, yeah, I agree, Rick. Brandon saying, please beat the Wild Islanders. No.
Yes.
Get the Wild off the Blues back. They too close.
Tarasenko been working for them too.
Yeah, I mean, God, can you imagine if he was traded? How much trouble the Blues would be in?
Oh, I wish we had him, but they wanted freaking Mayfield, and that's not happening.
Yeah, Shane saying that was my prediction, Dylan. Shane rooting for the Wild too. I mean, the chat is buzzing. Keep it coming. Thanks to everybody tuning in. We really appreciate it. Kate saying, yep, my Pens lost the Wild and I'm disappointed. Yeah, but Kasperi Kapanen had an unbelievable game. Oh, again, that would be the perfect storyline if he did score. I wouldn't be that upset, but yeah, I'm just seeing it now, Kim. That was a great opportunity missed by Parise there. I had the lamp ready. I had it ready just in case.
Oh, that hurt my soul. That hurt my soul.
Rick saying, I have pics on Twitter. Hey, share them with me at VI Sports Talk or the Hawk Podcast Network. That's it. If you haven't gotten your predictions in, you got to wait till next time. At the end of the game, I will review my notes in the post-game show, and we will see if we have a winner for this Gong Show gear hat. So I'm going to set it aside now.
Here we go.
Bring it back after the show. Thanks to everyone who chimed in and who participated. I mean, we have, let me count here. 1, 2, 3. We have like 20-some people who've commented. So it's amazing. Thank you very much. Justin saying, in regards to his Nashville Predators, yeah, they got a point. Hey, if I got into hockey when I was a young kid, I probably would have gone Isles. I'm from Long Island, but I got into hockey super late in life. Wow.
And you know what? Respectable. I have a friend of mine. She's learning too. I'm going with the game with her Thursday. She wants to learn. I respect that so much late in life hockey fans because, it's just a respectable thing that you're like, hey, you went to a friend, a trusted loved one and said, hey, could you sit down and teach this game that you love to me? And I really appreciate that. It's
funny as a Canadian to even hear, late hockey fans, because even non-NHL fans in Canada, they grew up in a small town or even a big city. Well, with junior hockey too, because Junior A and the WHL or respectively any league in the CHL. I mean, that team is your NHL team if you don't have one there. So. And I mean, there's a lacrosse box court that's filled with ice in any northern, province here in Canada anyways. Not so much here on Vancouver Island. Signed Bobby Hall shirt, please. I mean, that would be sick. Kate Barry said, I'm going to the Pens and Montreal game. I was supposed to see Cole when I go. Hope I get to see him because he played for Wisconsin. He was my favorite player on Wisconsin. Kate, you're a Badgers fan? Oh. Bemidji State, let's go. Give me your THPN Twitter at HockeyPodNet. Hit it up, Rick. Thank you very much.
And Rick, if you follow my Twitter, I've retweeted them. Go through my Twitter feed. You'll find them.
And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Drop a like to the video and also subscribe to Kim's channel, IslesGirl3. Isles so fast on the counterattack. Jesus, yeah,
I've noticed that.
They've been so quick this game. You know, Wild, not as quick on the counterattack, but matching in speed north-south, which I like to see.
You know, they're quick on the counterattack is what happens is we're able to get those turnovers, and then again, here's another example.
Yep.
Right into the zone, 2-on-2, 2-on-1s, and we're right back in their zone because we are able to produce those we have such great defensive plays that we are able to just get it right back and get right in their zone, and ooh, close chance.
Look, though, tail of the tape tonight, the Wild quantity, the Islanders quality, right? And that's the Wild's game. 28 shots. They're really peppering the shots in this period.
Varlamov too, though, has been standing on his head for this team, man. Oh, damn. Okay. Okay.
You let me know. You're a little bit of ahead, but
Nelson he's been the goal king so far this November, and damn.
Another Minnesota boy. All right, let's get back to I'm telling you, there's some, maybe not former Minnesota Wild players.
Minnesota is the state in the United States it's very hockey.
It's Canada. I'm telling you, they're more Canadian than Ontario. Take that as a compliment.
Wow.
Andrew, 24 top chat. 20 top chat. Thank you, Andrew.
Ah!
Are we ranked?
Well, guess what happened?
I am just watching it now, and oh, yes. This game now is legit. We are back, baby.
Islanders, why are you doing this to me?
Here we go. Sean saying 8-4 Wild. Come at me, cowards. Let's go. And it's the man himself, MVP, Reinhardt. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Damn. Oh, that
lamp has been lit for a fourth time tonight.
Well, you did say, you said 2. It's so funny because you're the one who said I could see 2-2.
I could see 2-2 and then an overtime or shootout battle. And with just over 11 minutes, we could see that. But Ryan Hartman, I'm just getting his stats up right now.
6th goal this season for him. Jeez.
That's unbelievable. And I mean, he's a first rounder, right? He was drafted in the first round, though late in the first round. So he has this skill, yet he's been able to play shutdown, and he's been probably one of the best third liners in the entire National Hockey League this year. His 6th goal on the season, no assists. This guy is carrying this team on his back, I tell you. Andrew saying it's creeping up more. Rick saying, okay, I got your Twitter. Thank you very much. And Rick, hey, if you want to dive into the poll question, check out my Twitter at VI Sports Talk. It's pinned on the top of the page. Thanks. No, thank you. Sean, that optimist. Kate says, yes, I'm a Badger fan. Wisconsin beat Minnesota this weekend, and Wisconsin hockey girls beat. I know Wisconsin. I mean, no disrespect to the Badgers, an unbelievable hockey program. However, I cover the Minnesota Wild. I cover all 6 Minnesota Wild D1 teams. Bemidji is my team. I can't like Wisconsin. I'm sorry. I respect you, Kate, and I love that you've entered the stream. But at the end of the day, I can't. Bemidji, let's go. The Beavers. I'm Canadian. You think I could root for anybody else but the Beavers? The chat's lighting up. We love it. Keep those comments coming. It's a comment-driven stream here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Unless Kim, gives me the updates in real time and there's some drama in this game. Just said, yeah, mid-20s for me. 2013, I just went to kill time with a friend when he came to visit me in Tennessee, and Bridgestone Arena hooked me. Now I just spend all my money on Preds gear and hockey cards. I mean, it's come full circle, Kim, because we had a question very early in the stream. What are some of the best what teams play well at home? Well, you have to have a good home atmosphere. You have to have a great fan base to succeed at home. And Nashville at the Bridgestone, at the Rubber Arena, they do just that.
I said they make it hard for the other team to play in the arena. They're so loud. They're proud. They got the fun chants. Like, damn.
I was going to say Andrew B, but we got 2 Andrew B. So Andrew Barry told you I was cursed. Oh, no, Andrew. Oh, no. Andrew, the other Andrew B. Let's go, Islanders. Come on, Islanders, play hockey. I mean, they're playing hockey. They're playing hockey, Andrew.
They just kill my soul.
Yeah, Hartman here. Here's the comment here as we get the reaction from the goal. Hartman really underrated, skillful dude. But that's the thing. He has first round skill, but has been able to become a journeyman player, dominating the third and I guess the fourth line for the Minnesota Wild basically is a third because they're so deep. It's like they have 2 second lines and 2 third lines, and hey, they have found success doing just that, tying up this game. How about the 2 goals though from Anders Lee, the Minnesota boy doing it for his dad at home?
Yeah, but we need others to score just.
They've had the opportunities. They've had the opportunities. Just as I need Fiala to score for my fantasy team. Former Nashville Predator. I love Kevin Fiala, and shoot, man, I want to see him score too, just because I'm such a big fan of Kevin Fiala. I'll send you some pics, mate. Do it up, Rick. I'm excited to see those jerseys. Boisfus joining us again. You were on the last stream too, buddy. Thanks for coming back. There's only one college team, and that's North Dakota. The Sioux. I mean, hey. Respect Brock Besser and Troy Stetcher, one former Canuck now with the Red Wings and a Canuck star, both on that North Dakota team that won a championship, and they went pretty far in the second year when Brock Besser was there too. So hey, I credit to North Dakota, but much like Wisconsin, for someone who's connected to Minnesota college hockey, I can't root for North Dakota and I can't root for Wisconsin. Go Beavers! 1.7 million cap hit, 3 years for Hartman is a steal. Yes, especially if he. What if he puts up 50 points this year? $1.7 million player putting up 50 points.
If he keeps this up for the 3 years, though, after that 3 years, he's gonna want to get paid.
Yeah. And okay. How old is he right now? He's like mid-20s, right? Like 26 or something like that. So
really, he's older than I thought.
I could be wrong. I think he's around 25, 26. I mean, Sean will hit us up with the stats here because Sean is the stat man. Nashville Arena, always full, been for years. Yeah. That's what I like to see. I'm sorry to do this, Kim, but the lamp comes out for the 5th time. For the 5th time this evening, and it's in favor of Minnesota, who gets the lead in this game. They've been chasing it, now out shooting the New York Islanders by 9. They make this a 3-2 game.
What a snipe.
And that's...
Why was Varlamov down, though? Why did he butterfly?
I'm just about to see the replay now. And it's Brandon Duhaime again.
Yes.
Oh my God. What Spoke Z, our friend Spoke Z on Twitter. He's losing his mind right now. I'm losing my mind right now. I love Brandon Duhaime. I just bought Spoke Z, host of Judd's Buds on the SodaPod podcast channel. He is in love with Duhaime. We just got him a jersey. I'm glad we got it when we did because, I mean, hey, the price might go up now, especially if they sell out.
That was some goal, though. Holy crap.
That was not a garbage goal, Kim. That was absolutely not. Freaking NHL goal.
That was a snipe.
Where's Wesley? Because we be seeing some snipes.
That was an absolute snipe of a goal. I 100% credit to Duhaime, though. Holy crap.
Okay, girls hockey beat the Beavs this weekend. You guys went down 8-1, so boom. Yes, that is true. The women's team, not looking so good. Not looking so good. And you know what, Kate? Throw the shade at me. You can do it. I don't care. Rip me. I'm gonna die by the sword of the Beavs. I'm a new Beavers fan too. Really hopped on the train this year as I had to pick a Minnesota team. My co-host on the Soda Pod is diehard Gophers fan, and I didn't want to be a hipster.
And we have a delayed penalty. I'm going to die.
Hey, the Wild looking good with just over 8 minutes left in this third period. The Wild now get to go on the power play, but in credit to the Islanders, they've looked better on the penalty kill than they have on their respected power play. So there's that.
They always do. PK, much better. Nelson not happy about the call.
Here we go. Sean Cosgrove, older than both of us thought. Hartman turned 27 in September.
Wow.
Man, time flies. I remember when he was drafted. Like I watched the draft.
Yeah.
What a goal by the rookie Brandon Duhaime. Oh, I mean, and poor Jordan Greenway, Team USA product. I mean, he's not going to be around much longer if this is the way Duhaime can play and actually score goals here. So that's awesome. Rick Smith 4-3 OT. I called it. Hey, it's getting there. It's getting there, Rick. Andrew, I'm out of my score. Damn. But Andrew, we appreciate it. And hey, the next time I jump on a live stream, we're always gonna be doing contests, either myself or Dylan when we do our Canucks streams, or when we hop on here for Wild or any other team. We'll 100% be doing more giveaways. So you have a chance to win, if not this hat, another cool either piece of memorabilia or something. We got a bunch of prizes here. Great goal. Our friend in the Bahamas, Nevada Clark, saying, "I'm telling you," giving the old Rick Dollywall, "I'm telling you, 4-3. And Eric saying, "What was that positioning? But that snipe." And I mean, Kim, you commented on that too. The positioning by Varlamov, he shouldn't have been that low. But again, credit where credit is due. Brandon,
saw the shot coming and he decided to go down. I don't know. Varlamov does that a lot too. He likes that butterfly position, but yeah, no, just not. But honestly, had he stayed up, I don't know if he would have gotten the glove there up in time.
Kate saying that the Wisconsin's women's team is 13-0 this season, undefeated. That's unreal. Again, credit where credit is due. That's unbelievable because
that's nuts.
I mean, D1 women's hockey is no joke. So like to be that dominant, wow, that's unbelievable. I'm still never gonna vote for them. I can't support the Badgers. Whenever I even hear their name, I just think of that YouTube OG video. But hey, that's the way it is. Islanders need to score soon then, but Wild on PP. So, well, I mean, the Wild aren't power play specialists by any means. We'll see what happens. If they can move the puck and get into a rhythm, great. They're often just bang bang plays on the power play. So don't expect a beautiful looking power play here. Actually,
at least they move the puck efficiently.
Yeah, there's that. Nashville is an underrated power play, to be honest, Kim. They move the puck beautifully, and Duchesne's really finding his groove
found
again.
More of a groove there. I don't know if the Duchesne curse is still a thing. So,
Pixar sent Rick. Thank you so much. When this watch along is over, I'm very excited to go and check those out. And this poppy keeps falling off of me, and I've sat on it twice. Like my ass is bleeding right now. I swear. That's the one thing. We support everybody. We support the troops. We support Remembrance Day, but these things are such
guys.
a bitch. Anyways, Deep saying easy money. What are you at, Deeps? You're 3-1 Islanders, so not easy money if that was your prediction.
I don't know. Maybe you bet on it.
Maybe you did bet on it, and if so, there you go. Andrew, are you betting on hockey or a parlay? Van versus Dallas starting. Oh, so Rick, you're asking if I was doing Vancouver Dallas tonight. I'm not doing that tonight because I'm here. I think.
Wow. Mayfield, it did a Dumbo right there.
Yep. Wow.
Wow. What a PK right there. Holy crap.
I mean, that's hard. And that's why I love defensemen. And I love defenders, especially even penalty killers who are offensemen. I mean, come on now.
Oh, Parise, no!
Another chance by Zach.
Oh, imagine Zach getting the tying goal.
Oh, yeah. Right after a penalty kill too. But I was gonna say, even goaltenders say that, it's a weird job to have, right?
Let's go. Get him. We got Parise coming up with Peugeot. Ah!
An unlikely duo, and one with speed and one whose legs are getting a little older there. But what I was saying about goaltenders is it's a crazy job. And, I think Brizgala said, when people ask me why do you do this for a living? And he says, we're not actually the crazy ones. It's defenders who are crazy. They're the ones who have to go and block shots, Yeah.
That was nuts. But he reminds me of the Ryan Pulock save. I don't know if you remember during playoffs, Ryan Pulock on his knees saved the puck from going in with seconds left from us, with the Lightning from tying that game up.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I do remember that.
Empty net, beautiful move. And he did a spinorama, and Pellick with his hands open saved the puck from going into a wide empty net. And I have it on a t-shirt, actually, that photo.
Oh, really? I love it. Yeah, he's great. That power play was great. They didn't score.
Yeah, power play was great, and it scared the shit out of me.
They didn't score, so it was good. It was not great. That's what I'll say.
Okay. I feel my soccer coach used to say that to me. He's like, every shot's okay, but it's not great. A shot's not great until it goes in.
Put it this way, though, Kim. we said this throughout this entire watch along stream that, yeah, the Wild are just going to pepper shots, even if they're not dangerous chances. Well, right now it's kind of a little bit of both. They're way up on the shot count. I mean, Eric Sinek even is getting opportunities. They're more of a defensive guy, and they're really just throwing everything they have at the Islanders, and a lot of them are really good chances. Now, I know a lot of those were really good on the power play, but shots 36-21 right now. I mean, that's really that's separation now, and it's kind of evident there on the ice in this third period. Just over 5 minutes left to go. A very, very close game. And it's been, for the most part, a very back and forth game, a very close game. But the Islanders just not getting enough chances.
Nice move.
Not getting enough chances overall against the Wild in this third period. And that may seal it as the Wild come back again. Let's see if they can come back and win this one.
That's what I was scared about the Wild, and I said it from the beginning. This team scares me.
Oh, our friends from Islanders Never Say Die, TJ and the Grumpy Old Man. What's up, Kim and Isha? What's up? I'm guessing this is TJ because Grumpy has no idea how to operate a YouTube chat. So what's up, TJ? Thanks for stopping by.
What's up, TJ? How you doing, man? Good to see you. I know you guys are going to have a lot to say after this game.
Yeah, they may be, without mentioning any news, they may be one of those who aren't a big fan of Varlamov. But hey, just saying.
I don't know that third goal, though, just goddamn.
Wild, a really good team. I'm really impressed, right? I mean, they're a sleeper team.
That's what I said. Like, I don't underestimate them going in. I wasn't underestimating this team. I wasn't saying this is a sleeper walk through the park game.
They don't have a top center, so they're not going to win a Stanley Cup, but they will, depth-wise, they'll battle in every single game, and they have potential to come back. Because, I mean, we saw even early, Jonas Brodin was shooting the puck well. Now, he is not leaned on at all for offense, but if he can bring some offense, that's where this Wild team can show off their depth, even on the back end. And Ryan Hartman, again, with an unbelievable goal, unbelievable play. And Brandon Duhaime, the rookie, with 2 goals tonight. Credited, the first one was off an Islander and arguably off Bukestad too, but hey, give him the goal. I'm okay with that.
First one was like really, the second one, I'm trying to think about the second one. I can't remember it specifically.
My friend spoke to Z, as he would say, that'll work.
But the third one was an absolute snipe.
Absolute snipe show. And again, goalie out of position. Varlamov not where he needed to be, but you take advantage of that as a sniper. And Brandon Duhaime did just that. Andrew commenting, Dumbo will move out of the team. He has to go. I don't know if he has to go. I don't know if he has to go. If there's a trade to acquire a center, or if Kevin Fiala doesn't re-sign with the Wild next year, then maybe the trade rumors for Dumba for Besser heat up again. As the Vancouver Canucks, they got to re-sign Brock Besser next year. He's a Minnesota boy. Not that the Wild need any more oomph on the wings, but it could be a replacement for Kevin Fiala. Center, though, in my opinion, is the target there. Rick saying, I retwittered the Hockey Hall of Fame picks. I'm old school from April to Twitter lol. I hope I didn't spam you. Oh, Rick, it's never spamming, my friend. It's never spamming. I promise I'll check them and get connect with you after this game and after the post-game show.
I feel that there's an Islanders fan sitting right behind the bench right now, and his face is exactly how I feel. It's like there was a bench shot of the Islanders, and he was just sitting there like,
it's not over yet, though. It's not over yet.
With my Islanders, it probably is.
With this Barry Trotz style, I guess it's hard to really come out guns a-blazing late
I
in
know
the period.
we still got 5 minutes left. There's still hope in my heart. But God, did they scare me. Especially
get some more shots on net. I mean, in the second period, the Islanders were able to close that gap.
We're not really known as a comeback team. We like to have leads and we like to hold them.
Okay. Well, then the Wild were a bad matchup right off the get-go.
Exactly.
Again, comment-driven stream. Very excited and very happy that you all are joining us here in and out. We will have a short post-game show again, 10-15 minutes after talking about this game. But again, if you have a ton of comments, if you're lighting up the chat, we'll stay on a little bit longer. We'll show you some love. Show us some love. Subscribe to the channel. Drop us a like on this video and subscribe to IslesGirl3 as well on Twitter and YouTube. Andrew saying, dude, you switch your clocks back last night. Andrew, my phone did it for me. I got none of that analog anymore. I'm all about my cell phone alarm. My computer, though, funny enough, I was doing a podcast on StreamYard, and when my computer recognized it needed to change, the whole system fell or cut out. And so I was like, "Oh, it's better not happen on my live stream," because I was just banking,
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I did some digging after, and I was like, it must have been when the clock changed because it wasn't right earlier. But anyways, get it together, Windows. I choose you over Mac for a reason. Let's go. Islanders never say die. We already came to that one. He commented again down here. Grumpy old man can hear you guys. He says Sorokin, please.
Yep. I'm not shocked.
That's the common phrase from what I've been told there.
You blame this game on Varlamov? I don't know about that.
I'm just saying, don't score a lot. Hey, well, Anders with the hat trick. How great would that be for his father's birthday?
Nuts, but it's not gonna happen because we can't even get to the zone.
Nevada Clark, wait for it, and boom. What?
We can't even get into the zone. We barely have set up. This has been Minnesota all third. And I told you that when we in the second period is that we've been second period team so far. Third hasn't been looking good, and there you go.
Well, where I was concerned from Minnesota Wild perspective is that this Wild team either brings it in the third and goes full throttle, or takes their foot off the gas completely and allows the likes of like an Anaheim, for example, or San Jose to come back, which we've seen this season already.
Oh, there's no help. What a horrible change. So what happens is we get stuck in our own zone. We play for like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Clutterbuck wanted it.
While they're
teammate too.
Holding the Islanders to only 2 or 3 shots in the last almost 15 minutes now.
But
since our contest
get stuck in our own
closed.
zone for 5 minutes. We dump it
true.
to change it, and then we get stuck in our own zone again for 5 minutes.
Nelson needs to shoot all the time. He the sniper. I mean, he's doing it. He got 2 goals tonight. So I mean, he can't do much more, I don't think.
Nelson, he said.
Or Nelson, sorry.
Yeah, Nelson, he's been doing well. I just like he can sometimes pick those corners if he can find them. But yeah, no, with Nelson, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like he can pass, but I like that sometimes he's a little bit like a little bit of a puck hog there, because he can he's great at sniping in some corners sometimes, like that game against Montreal. Yeah,
no, absolutely. Andrew gave us a Rams report. Switching over to the NFL now. He says touchdown Rams 21-10.
Goalie.
But it's a review. All right, here we go. The Islanders pull their goalie with 2 minutes left in the period. Let's go. And Kim, Barn, we get any crazy comments here? I'll hand the mic over to you for the most part towards the end of this, as you have the live game. I'm a few seconds behind. Yeah. So, I mean, the mic is yours. Comment as you see, please.
All right. So you want me to do like a little play-by-play here?
Not play-by-play, but I mean, if there's anything of concern,
right, yeah.
I'll go through the comments.
Islanders in the zone, back and forth. Just honestly, yeah, come on, find each other. Back to Barzell, and he gets stripped. Like, it's just pathetic. We can set up nothing. And empty net goal.
And honestly, that's I mean, it's great for me in a Wild perspective. Lighting the lamp again for tonight, but not good. As I was just circling on my page here, Kim, the winners of the 3-2 Wild victory, but that was just thrown out the window because of that goal. So now it is a 4-2 Wild victory. I'm going through. I don't think we have 4-2 Wild victory at all, and we had 4. I repeat, 4 3-2 Wild victory entries. So I'm going over one last time. Oh, I don't see it. Wow. I mean,
damn.
That's crazy. The hat lives on. The 20 miles, 20 smiles hat lives on another stream. We almost had 3 winners where I was going to have to dish out 3 prizes because of that empty net goal. And you can hate on the Wild for this, viewers. And who scored that one? Jonas Brodin. I think that's his. He's known for scoring empty net goals, which is hilarious. So there you go, Jonas Brodin with the Wild's 4th goal. 38 shots on the night. Just over a minute left in this period.
But yeah, pathetic attempts with 6 players on the ice. We still have an empty net. Why? What?
I mean, why not? Why not? They pulling him one more time.
A minute to score 2 goals, and with a team that can't score goals. Okay.
Well, I saw it in Colorado. When like I said, when crazy
We're
Patrick
not Colorado though.
Yeah, well, that Colorado wasn't that great. I mean, yeah, they beat the Wild in the first round of the playoffs.
It's not happening.
Nothing special there. Again, barring anything crazy here, Kim, I'm just gonna
go.
And again,
Minnesota Wild.
Everybody's everyone's prediction is no, there was a 5-1 Minnesota Wild prediction. Close, but no dice. And you know what? I'll take this one on the chin. I wasn't ripping on people, but I was criticizing those who were basically predicting that this was going to be a high scoring game. Now, 2 empty net goals, you can argue, is that a real high scoring game? But still, 5-2. 5-2 and the game's not quite over yet. Yeah, Sean said Wild scored 2 goals with the goalie pulled last night, Kim.
Yep.
Sean, the stat man. He's back. All right, I'm going to get through some more of these comments here before we give the final call of this game and dive into our post-game show. Grumpy asks, he wants to know where the lipstick is.
That's why we lost tonight, Grumpy. Damn. But yeah, no, just giving a rest a little bit.
Andrew saying game over for you, grr.
Yeah.
Rick saying play-by-play, Kim has it. We love it. Wow, what an empty net goal from Brodeen. An empty net. Sorry. Andrew saying
it's
wow.
What it is. I mean, the Minnesota Wild dominated that third. Like, we didn't deserve it in the end.
Yeah, that's like a 15-1 shot. Oh my god. Andrew's giving us the NFL play revised Rams game. Yeah, there's Sean's comment again. Rick, we're saying, wow. Over on 5-5. You said it there, Rick. You were right. You were right. I was wrong. I'll take it. Did I not say...
I wanted this game for Parise.
Yeah, no, of course. Nevada Clark's like, did I not say 5-2? No, you said... Oh, wait. Let me check here. I don't think you did.
He wrote him down, so...
Hold on, Nevada Clark. I want to double check, but I don't think you did. Much love, guys. Thanks, TJ and Grumpy. That's 200-1. These long empty net goals. I haven't seen that. I've seen that. I've seen that recently. But anyways, that wraps it up. The Wild honestly sneak out this one in the third, I think, because after the first 2 periods, it was close, but the Islanders were really giving it to them. We're really looking good. They were taking momentum out of the Wild quite a bit this game whenever they got their train back on track. I mean, credit to Hartman, credit to Duhaime, and credit to Kakkonen getting his first win of the season.
Yep.
Oh, Andrew saying Clark is right. Okay, hey. Okay, I'm double checking one last time.
Yeah,
Nevada Clark, you also fact check, scroll up. And if it is correct, I mean, this hat is yours. That may be the only one that I messed up on my list today. Again, I'll double check, but if you're confident there, and I'll double check too in the break, then we may have a winner here. We'll get to yeah. Keep scroll up there. NZA saying, "How you doing, Kim? Just wondering if you'll be doing your podcast tonight."
Not tonight, man. It's already 10:30. To do another hour is a lot. I'll be definitely doing next Sunday though.
There you go. Yeah, keep scrolling, Kim. Tell me if I'm wrong here, and we will go to break.
Islanders 4, Wild 3. I see from Nevada.
Okay. So close, but no dice. Thanks for fact checking there on the fly. I was kidding. Well, don't do that to me, all right? We got a lot going on here. Wild outshoot the Isles like 16-2 in that third period. Oh yeah, and we were commenting on that the whole time. And it was funny because, like I said, the Isles cleared the gap, closed the gap rather in the second. But no dice there. Okay, keep the comments coming. We're gonna be back in a couple minutes here on the post-game show. We'll wrap up this game. We'll wrap up the poll question, and then we'll bid adieu to all of you. Thanks to everyone joined us throughout this game, in and out of the live stream. And, we say 10, 15 minutes, but if you if you keep the comments going, we'll stay and interact with you a little bit longer. Again, thanks to everyone who joined us throughout this game. The post-game show is just around the corner here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Again, thanks for joining us. The Islanders lose a close one to Minnesota. We'll have all of that here in their 5-2 loss in the post-game show. And we are back for the post-game show here. The Minnesota Wild defeat the New York Islanders 5-2. Again, it's a comment-driven stream. It's a comment-driven post-game show. So yeah, we'll run down the game, but give your comments on the game, give your questions to us, or just keep the general chatter going. We talked jerseys, we talked all sorts of stuff, and that reminds me, I didn't click the right ad there. I was gonna have the extra long break so I could go get the salsa jersey. So I might just leave you hanging here for a couple seconds here, Kim, as I go grab that. But we'll address the chat first. Andrew saying my phone is going to die soon, so bye. Well, thank you very much for joining us throughout this stream,
Glad
Andrew.
you were here with us, Andrew.
Yeah, and better luck next time in the contest. Stop looking, man. I said 4-3. Have stopped looking. We have stopped looking. All right, Kim, I'm gonna just take a quick step out here to grab that jersey to show off. So I'll let you take the reins. What were your thoughts on this game overall, and in particular the third period?
Okay, so while he goes to get that jersey, guys, I mean, got to give it to Minnesota here. I mean, it was a great back and forth game between the two, dominant wise at the third period there. Domination of this game definitely is taken by the Minnesota Wild. Third period, Islanders looked, you know what? They looked tired, and they should be. They played 3 games in 4 days. I think this is a back-to-back for us. This is the third game we played, and 3-4 days. So, they look tired, but even with being tired, they had some pounce in their game. I'm not disappointed in my team whatsoever. I think it was a really great back and forth game. And you know what? Wild came out that third period and like I said, that's what the Wild do. They are the comeback team, and they came out to play, and hey, you gotta give it to Duhaime with that third goal. I knew it when it went in. It was the nail in the Islanders' coffin.
Yeah, props to Duhaime. Again, keep the comments rolling. Before we get to them, though, I have to show this off. It's absolutely beautiful here. I'll go full screen for it.
Yeah.
This was an actual BCHL Junior A jersey. Jordy Ben. I don't think Jamie wore this one. They changed the Victoria Grizzlies, but they used to be the Victoria Salsa of the BCHL. How crazy is this? This was an actual Junior A jersey like 10 years ago. Oh, man. Absolutely insane. But
the pride and joy.
A classic. I got it for $5 on Facebook Market.
Wow.
I mean, it's got a couple stains. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, worth every loonie that I used to buy it. Hey, Canada, baby. I'm surprised this has actually stayed on for an hour.
2 loonies and a loonie.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the comments here as they've been buzzing all night. And again, appreciate everyone tuning in to our watch along here featuring IslesGirl3, our friend Kim. Jack Markey saying this season is going yeesh. I imagine an Islanders fan there. I'm guessing.
I'm really not disappointed. Like I was saying, we were tired tonight. This is Varley's first game back, getting the rust off him. I mean, we were tired. Riley got rust. I'm not disappointed in how we played, though.
I would have said Wild 5-2 before, but didn't want to offend Kim. Okay. I call BS on that one, but fair enough. Jack's saying rude. Okay. I don't know. And Rick just saying lol. I mean, are you saying lol about the salsa jersey? I know, Rick.
I think, that's maybe why, yeah.
Rick, yeah, you must have seen this. You're an old school hockey fan. You must have seen this jersey. I don't know if you're a BCHL fan, though. Huge BCHL guy. Growing up in northern British Columbia, had the Prince George Spruce Kings, then moved to Nanaimo to see the Clippers. Victoria in college. I was spoiled with junior hockey. It was nice seeing Lee's fam there too. Yes, it was, Jack. It was cool
I'm
seeing.
glad. I'm sad they didn't get the win for them, obviously, but it was obviously, great for them to see their son, see him score 2 goals and in an NHL game. But like I said, it's not. I'd say with the Islanders, it's at least it's not like the whole game we were just like rolling over and getting dominated in just Varlamov bailed us out. And at least I'm glad we gave a fight.
Yeah, this one, it might be a little shot at you, Kim, here, but Rangers lost to the Flames 6-0 because of tiredness too. Hey, look, the Wild came off a back-to-back, and they played. They came back against the Pittsburgh Penguins. So yes,
that's what they do. Like,
yeah, I know. Well, I mean, again,
I feel like they want to be under, so the third period they can just come back and just destroy.
God, I hope not. For the sake of my sanity, please don't.
They're the team that likes to put you like in the comfort zone, so they don't see you. They're like a snake. So you don't see them and they strike.
The logo looks like plankton from SpongeBob. Yes, it does.
That's
hilarious. One sec.
That's actually really good. That's a really good comment. I went to college. He really does.
So
he just
angry
little
too.
Antennas.
An angry jalapeno. Or jalapeno, as Ricky from Trailer Park Boys would say. Keep the comments coming, everybody. We'll go a little bit longer here on the post-game show, and we'll continue to run down that Minnesota Wild win. But exciting game. I mean, up until the Islanders kind of hit a wall in the third period, about halfway through that third period, it was a very, very high-paced game from both teams. Rick saying, yes, like Ontario Generals fan, but sweet jersey. Oh, you're a Jenny's fan? That's so sick, Rick. I dated a girl who's from Oshawa. And the Jennies, I mean, that barn, I hear amazing thing. Eric Lindros played for the Jennies, so got to give some love. Even though I'm a WHL guy and BCHL guy first and foremost, you got to give some love to the O there. Deep Hen saying the comebacks need to stop now. I mean,
agreed.
It's hard. It's hard to watch as a fan too, because yeah, I mean, I love a comeback like anybody, but if that's the style, I'm sure Dean Evison, the head coach of the Minnesota Wild, he doesn't want that. He doesn't want to have to be playing from behind every single game. I mean, that's taxing. Jackson, against Calgary, we better win as Isles because it will leave an impact on the new barn. Oh,
true. I get what he's saying. So our first game at our new arena is against Calgary. And fun fact about this because everyone was like, why Calgary? Fun fact that I found out about my team I didn't know was our first ever NHL game at the Islanders in 1972 was against the Calgary Flames. And cool to open a new chapter on this franchise again, playing the Calgary Flames.
The Calgary Flames, too, did not have a good season in the Poutine division, as I like to call it, last season. But this year playing very, very good. Now, Calgary's one of those teams. There's a lot of talent on the team, and I wouldn't say they're an old team, but they're about in the middle. Their stars are around 25.
A high rate real goal, though. Oh, my God.
He's something else.
Legs,
look,
nuts.
Don't remind me. I love the Canucks. They passed on him for Olli Levy. Like, come on. Freaking, I know he was on the London Knights too, but come on now. Anyways, what was I saying here as I was reading the comments? The Calgary Flames, they're having an outstanding season under Sutter right now. They're buying into that because, like, Matty Tkachuk, despite that goal, hasn't put up a lot of points yet. Monahan hasn't put up a lot of points yet. Lindholm and Goudreau are killing it, but it's a by committee buy-in. And Sutter hockey is much like Trotz hockey. You have to buy in for it to work. And credit to the Flames in a weak Pacific division. They're really, it looks like Edmonton and Calgary might run away with it if Vegas doesn't get healthy soon. Thanks everyone joining the post-game show. Yeah. By the way, keep the comments coming. Rick says it looks like Gumby, I imagine. He says, I'm old.
Gumby. Yeah.
Oh, and Bobby Orr played for the Jennies too. So there you go. Wild destroyed the Isles. Okay, destroyed is a heavy term. Maybe in the third period. But overall, it was a pretty even game. I'd say the first was a toss-up. Isles came out on top with that late goal. Second, back and forth the entire period. Third, 5 minutes in.
Domination.
Well, 5 minutes. I think after 5 minutes in. 5 minutes, it was still back and forth, and then it was just the only 3 shots from the Islanders pretty much came
Whenever
in
I see
the first 5
scores
minutes.
like this, to me, this game is still like a 3-2 win over the Islanders, in my opinion. Empty net goals are just insurance. So when I see scores like this, I'm like, well, how many were empty netters? Because then I'll look at, that's just how I look at games, because empty netters to me are just insurance, So they really didn't crush us. To crush us to say crush and dominated would be like when we scored 5 goals against like Montreal and the game wasn't even close to being over. Like that's where you would say something like that. But like,
or I mean,
this to me was still like 3-2.
Or the Flames beating the Rangers 6-0.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I mean, you loved probably to hear. Your boyfriend not
like,
so much.
But like with empty netters, when you see a score like that, yeah, it looks like, oh my God, they got dominated. But in the end, it's really like 3-2.
Yeah, Rick saying I did love Bossy though back in the day, and hey, like all warm thoughts to Bossy and his family. I know he's fighting cancer now, lung cancer. So Mike Bossy, one of the greatest goal scorers in the NHL, in NHL history. Nothing but love, nothing but warm thoughts.
It was sad
and prayers.
to see too, because someone came up to me and told me he wrote a note to his like 17-year-old self. And one of the, if you don't know, Bossy was like one of the biggest like heavy smokers, like double pack day smoker. And he wrote to himself in a letter, like if he could write a letter to his 17-year-old self saying, I wish I never smoked. And it was heartbreaking.
There you go. And I mean, a different time where like,
absolutely.
Even everyone did it. Like, even my father, the Persian immigrant, he loved Canada because you can smoke in the supermarket here. Well, things have changed now. Jack saying, how often do you guys do streams? I have to go. Hey, Jack, thank you for joining us. Subscribe to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Subscribe to IslesGirl3. She does her podcast quite a bit, getting back into it next week. We do streams almost every day. We're getting there. We're a new channel, but we have a great community of hockey podcasters who are now diving into the video space as well. So check us out, thehockeypodcastnetwork.com, for a podcast on every NHL team, plus more. I mean, we're the executive rights holders and producers of Terry Ryan's podcast too. So if you want the greatest hockey storyteller of all time, you want some, I think we have like 4 Islanders-based podcasts at this point. If you want your Islanders fix, thehockeypodcastnetwork.com. And Jack, really appreciate that you are joining us. Back to the Calgary talk. Sutter won 2 Stanley Cups in LA. He knows what he's doing. Yes, but Sutter's game and Sutter's voice can get stale quickly. So he's going to have to turn this Calgary team around quickly, and they can't blow it up. I mean, if they would have gone after Eichel, that might have been the nail in the coffin. I mean, long-term, maybe not if Eichel gets healthy, but you know what I mean there. The Flames scare me. I mean, I'm a Canucks guy. They're scaring me in the Pacific as well.
Yeah.
NZA, no, you're not being dumb. We're just being critical. We have to keep the conversation going here.
Oh man, it's cool.
And we appreciate all the comments. Rick Smith says yes.
About when I was talking about like how I see empty netters.
Yes. Everyone smoked in the 70s and 80s. Yeah, look at that. Look at the movies of those days. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. I mean, even in there's pictures of the old Maple Leafs garden where like everyone was in their suit and people would have like their tobacco pipes and things like that. It was a different era. It was a different era. Here in Canada, with the legalization of something else, people are smoking other things all the time. It's a different era. It's a different era. Jack says, thanks. Bye. Thanks for the subscription and like, man. We really appreciate it.
Jack.
Rick saying, yep, so did Guy Lafleur. The Canadians smoked 3 packs a day and in between periods. Again, it was, and look, Mika Kiprusoff did it in the 2000s for the Calgary Flames. I mean, he literally had the flame going. The Bic lighter flame in between periods he was smoking. So, I mean... That guy's a freak, though. He's a freak of nature, and in a good way, an athletic freak. Those Finnish goalies are something else.
Aw, look at that.
Fan for life of you now. Oh, thank you very much, Nevada Clark. NZA saying this may be off topic, but I'm glad I saw Leonard at the game last night.
Yeah, so he was actually at the game in Montreal, where the Knights played Montreal. So he sent me a picture of Leonard playing. Appreciate that, man.
That's awesome. Keep the comments coming. We'll keep chatting until they fade out here. But any other takeaways from that game, Kim, that you want to highlight before we wrap things up here?
Power play, holy God! Every year it's the same old song and dance with it. Like you saw how bad it is, and why
it was bad. It was really bad. The wild penalty kill looked like a power play.
It's just that needs to be. We've been you know, I feel bad because we gave shit to John Scott and it wasn't his fault. Like, it's just I don't know what. And L. Arbor, our old coach, used to say to our team, and I love Al quotes. He used to go, if you can't, you know, get into the zone and score with an extra man on the ice, I can't help you. He literally would just say that. He's like, we're not going to practice the power play because if you can't score with an extra man on the ice as an advantage, I'm not helping.
Look, Al had some amazing quotes. Yeah, it's great. It's much like Pat Quinn, you know, back here in Vancouver back in the day. I mean, didn't say much, but when he spoke, it was unbelievable.
You listened.
Absolutely. Heading back up the chat here. Jamie Benn is still playing. Stars 1-0. Hey, Jamie Benn, I worked my first actual hockey media gig officially outside the company that we started here, the Hockey Podcast Network, was doing a play-by-play for our color commentary. I won't take credit for my friend Will Bryant's job. They're doing color commentary. I did have to do play-by-play one night though when he was sick or hungover. A junior B team on Vancouver Island, the Vancouver Island Junior Hockey League for the Peninsula Panthers. Shout out the Panthers. Jamie and Jordy played junior B there. Junior B before being called up to junior A and then eventually going on to the WHL in Jamie's shoes there and then being drafted and being the stud that he now is in the National Hockey League. Andrew giving us updates. End of the first period. Thank you very much, Andrew. Rick giving us updates. Dallas up 1-0. And just saying he is still playing. I mean, why wouldn't he be playing? Did he get hurt or something? We're not watching this game. We're on the post-game show. Wild Islanders. Like, come on now. Give us some credit here.
I wanted this for Parise. God damn it.
Rick say, I love the old school flavor here, Rick. This is outstanding. I'm such a classic hockey guy. I was telling Kim, I went back to the archives and you heard to watch the old Canada Cup games and stuff like that too. So I like Quinn, but he did destroy Bobby Orr's knee though. And yeah, Quinn was a monster when he played. And yeah, a great Irishman, rest in peace, a great coach, general manager, but yeah, he played that hard style of hockey. Victoria Park, big dub for the Wild. Sorry to Kim. Victoria, the Wild fan. I love it. Let's go.
Just like her name, she was the victor tonight. Congratulations, Victoria.
I like that one. NZA, when is the first game at UBS?
UBS. So our new arena is UBS. Okay. November 20th.
Oops. I'm such a noob. Jesus Christ.
It's fine. No, it's okay. Our new arena is UBS Arena. It's just weird. Yeah, it's weird for us too. At first, how many times I called it USB?
Well, how about the Coliseum though? Tell me about the vibe there.
I could go on all day about the Coliseum.
Hey, we got a few more minutes. Please go on about the Coliseum because where the Vancouver Canucks used to play. They played a very similar type of barn now. And then at one point, actually, the WHL team, the Vancouver Giants, used to play out of there as well. Now, obviously, Vancouver playing out of Rogers Arena, a grade establishment, and the Vancouver Giants playing now in Langley. That event center is still used, and that barn it has that old school hockey feeling. A ton of cigarettes were smoked in that barn. Tell us about the Coliseum.
Coliseum, it was they actually made it smaller, but I grew up there and it was home to me. What I loved about it, that 360 parking lot, tailgates everywhere. It just everyone treated you. But inside the arena itself, let me tell you, what I loved about it is energy wise, and I've been to other arenas and nothing compared to it. Was something you had to feel. Like at a party, have you ever had like that really kick ass bass where your feet are like vibrating?
Oh yeah.
Imagine that with hockey chants, especially in playoffs. It was where you felt like you were chanting with the person all the way across the ice from you. That fan all the way, you could feel their energy. You could feel the chants around the arena sound-wise. That's why we were adamant about low ceiling. I talked to Ledecky. I'm like, please put in sound design into this thing because that's what we loved about Nassau is that thrumming feeling under your feet when there was tension and, excitement. It was something you really you had to experience because the tapes don't do it justice.
Oh, and that's just what I hear, and it's amazing. Like I had on a very smaller level growing up in great junior hockey markets. I mean, as a kid, you think that like a a 5 or 6,000 seat arena full and bumping, you think that is the NHL, especially in the smaller barns. Some used to be like military plane hangars turned into rinks.
Yeah.
And that's where junior hockey's played. Now, I'm sure the players would rather play on like real size ice or whatever, but still like the vibe there is second to none. So I can empathize on a smaller scale. I will say when the Vancouver Canucks from like 2009 to, 2013, when they had that crazy run with the Sedins, Kessler, BX, so the whole 9 yards.
Oh, the Sedins.
Oh, unbelievable. I get way too much flack from my co-host on the Soda Pod who just...
I loved them so much.
Unreal. They were so close to a cup. They deserved one, but so loyal to Vancouver, and they're still, they're working with Abbotsford now in the AHL, but you got a vibe in that era, a similar vibe from like a newer, rink and arena. Few more minutes here before we close things out, as we have been going 3 hours, and we really appreciate everybody tuning in. And again, thank you so much, Kim, for hopping on here with me this evening.
No problem.
We'll go back to the comments here. When is the first? Oh, we already talked about that. Stars could start actually scoring, hopefully. Stars are my pick out of that division to do really well, so I actually am rooting for them a little bit. Andrew saying, I wrote to Pat Quinn about the Leafs playing and his coaching. I actually got his email, but did you get a response? That's what I want to know. Because I don't think Pat Quinn, he probably wasn't emailing too much, in his final days, as he's old school. He's old school. Andrew saying, I'm having a decaf coffee. Andrew, I need a caffeinated coffee. I'll tell you that much. It's 7:49.
Boys after this game.
Yeah, well, it's 7:49 on the West Coast.
I forget the time difference all the time.
Though dark at 5, though, which not a huge fan of. NZA, to think you were supposed to just go to the Bell Center. Trust me, that's so fun.
That's to me. A week before, so I was supposed to go to the Bell Center to watch Montreal versus the Islanders. It was going to be my first time in Canada, my first time out of the United States. We had
Montreal, an amazing city to go to, by the way.
We had the trip all planned, and the week before that trip where I was supposed to go see them play, COVID hit.
Oh, that's terrible.
I was devastated.
I was supposed to see Third Eye Blind in Vegas. So, not hockey related, but
yeah,
still, love that band.
I understand not being able to see your favorite band. I feel that.
Yeah. And I'm a big music guy. Like, mixed martial arts, hockey, and music. Those, that describes, my passions in a nutshell.
Yeah.
And not being able to go see Third Eye Blind, one of the greatest, late 90s, early 2000s bands, in my opinion. Stephen Jenkins is a poet. I think everyone has that story, though, with COVID, is they had something planned of significance. Especially folk, younger folk like us. And, even my mom had a trip to, I want to say it was the Bahamas. So shout out our Bahama viewer here. And that didn't go down either. My friend's mom just got out of Italy before things went crazy there in the early days as well, in March, April.
Yeah.
So everyone has a story. We're living in crazy times, but
it was just after St. Patrick's Day because it was
okay.
St. Patrick's Day, because I remember I was in Binghamton, New York at frat St. Patty's parties.
I love it. Rick Smith, you goddamn beauty, saying fun night with you two. Great chat. Rick, you made this chat great, my friend. So Thank you so much. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you haven't already, I forget if you already did. If not, thank you. Like the video, subscribe to IslesGirl3, and please come back. We're happy to have you back on a live stream. Andrew saying, do you like Beethoven?
Of course.
Yeah.
Classic.
Absolutely. A huge classical music guy myself. Actually, the reason I fell in love with Iron Maiden isn't because I like rock and roll. It's because I like classical music. So there you go. Well, I swear, if you listen to Iron Maiden, it's basically classical music with a distorted guitar. It's basically what it is. It's like listening to Bach or Beethoven in that case. And I'm a huge classical music guy. Humble brag. I was in my parents didn't have the money to put me in vocal lessons when I was a kid. And again, music's one of my first loves. So played guitar, loved singing, played in a few bands, toured Calgary. That's a whole story for another day. But they put me in a youth choir to save money to get my vocal training. And that choir actually did so well in some competition. I was 10 years old. I don't really remember. That we opened for Yo-Yo Ma and some other classical musician artists in Carnegie Hall in New York City. So there you go. I have that on my resume.
I've performed at Carnegie Hall too, I'll tell you that.
Oh, look at this stream.
I did vocal lessons since I was like from middle school to high school. Actually, classical training, classical vocal training, and in my college, my professor, like he works at Juilliard now, like he's that kind of. He actually got us to do our concert at Carnegie Hall for like just as like a regular concert and the like professional strings and shit. Like it was one of the coolest experiences. It really is.
Like I remember, I think it was 2003 for me. So I actually went and saw like Ground Zero right after it was all cleaned up and everything too. So that moment I went and saw Beauty and the Beast on Broadway, which was, it was unbelievable. and then obviously singing at Carnegie. Those are my biggest takeaways. Again, I was 10 years old at the time.
Welcome to my domain.
yeah. Well, I love New York. Don't get me wrong. I've visited a lot of the United States. New York it's a special place. I don't know if I could live there. My mother only survived.
The city, no.
No, my mother only survived three months in the city. She's American, and she said it was even too much for her.
I don't blame her.
She's from Seattle though, so she likes.
I live on the island, and I can barely stand the city.
Yeah, well, my mom's from Seattle, so she's very much like a hippie now here on Vancouver Island. So the city life was not that type of city life, anyways. Was not for her. Rick says, "Sweet." Andrew says, "How old are you then singing?"
18.
Okay. I was 11 at the time. I was 18 when I toured Calgary. Well, I say tour. We played a lot of shows, and it was a lot of fun thinking you're a rock star and in your late teens. Nevada Clark's like went to college in Toronto. Sweet. What university? What college?
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah. NZA saying Kim can sing. Oh my god, I did not know that. Okay, I understand. I'm not funny.
But yeah, for the Booster Club convention, we actually hosted it on Long Island, and I actually did the American and Canadian, which Canadian one I do in French and English.
Yeah.
So like they asked me to do it, so I was like, oh, sick, okay.
which by the way, as a loyal Canadian, I have to say, there's nothing better than the Star Spangled Banner before a sports event.
Really?
Like if you're gonna do both of them, and again, I love. The Canadian national anthem is so quirky Canadian. Like it paints the picture of what we are up here, right? But you can't have that lead into the game. You have to start with the Canadian national anthem and then do Star Spangled Banner because that gets you pumped.
I'm surprised hearing that because I guess, hearing it all the time here, but the history of the Star Spangled Banner is actually really great.
Yeah. And Canada's, I mean, the lyrics are getting changed. So, I mean, the history can't be that great. Kate Berry saying, Kim, I'm missing my choir concert for the Pens game. Look at that.
Kate! I hope it's not that important to choir.
It's for hockey. Anything can be dropped for hockey. Andrew saying, I saw Beauty and the Beast. It was great. It was between that and Lion King had just ended. Because I remember I was super chapped because that one, like, hit record sales. I mean, I watched the film version of it.
Phantom can take my soul though.
Okay. I just remember my mom played Cats when I was a kid, and I was terrified. And that's why I won't even give the new one a chance, even though I heard it.
I still don't get Cats, man. I still don't get Cats.
Yeah, I mean that is an acid trip if I've ever seen it. Rick Smith, who might know a little bit more about that, being from the 70s and 80s. I played the drums and sang bar band before I lost my hand. Of course, played Stones and classic rock. I'm sorry to hear about that, Rick, but I'm a pleasure to hear that you're a music guy. That's amazing. Stones. I mean, people always say Beatles or Stones. I mean, I love the Beatles, but I mean, you got to go with the blues. Like Chuck Berry, Rolling Stones, B.B. King, Howlin' Wolf. That's all my jam. Mm-hmm. Little Smokestack Lightning. Shout out Chicago. Kate Berry, 100 points to make up.
Oh my god.
Seneca, 4 years American Sign Language. Wow. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Canada. Shout out Nevada Clark, sometime in Toronto, now in the Bahamas. I love that you're a hockey fan in the Bahamas.
That's sick.
I knew it was coming. Andrew, enough with hitting on the Canadian stuff. Hey, I'm from the cold province of here, or the cold country up here in actually the warm province of BC. What did you expect? I saw The Lion King. You lucky bastard.
It's actually on Broadway right now, I think. Pretty sure it's back.
Kate won't be that bad. Just have to sing.
Just sing at the game.
There you go. There you go.
Just be on like FaceTime. Be at the game.
All right, this chat's buzzing and we love it, but we are going to hang up the skates here soon. Just going to quickly run down the poll question. Again, if you haven't had a chance to vote, I'll throw it in the chat for one last time. If you're on Twitter, hit me up at VI Sports Talk. It's pinned to the top of my page, but here's the link to the poll question. We asked you, who would you rather have on your team? Kirill Kaprizov or Matthew Barzal? Kim, I don't know if you have it in front of you, but where do you think it's at? Do you think that Matthew Barzal?
It's still Kaprizov because you're following.
It's still Kaprizov, yeah. 55%. Again, my following is very heavy Canucks and Minnesota, so I'm not surprised. However,
bias.
Just under 100 votes, and hey, it's up for another 15 hours plus, so there's still time. I'm interested to see how it plays out in the morning, but yes, maybe a little bit of bias there. And it wasn't planned. I'm just saying I do the poll questions from my own account. We got enough tweets coming out of THPN. It's cool. Big Dev, my friend, just because I'm on Twitter right now, he hasn't joined the YouTube chat, but Dev, if you're watching, I mean, throw it in the live chat here. He said that third period was fun. I
did see that actually just on Twitter.
Yeah, Big Dev, he's a 10K takes contributor. He's the only Wild fan, as you can see in his profile picture here, the only Wild fan in Carolina. Big Dev is an absolute beauty, and thanks for that comment there. A couple more comments here before we wrap things up. Again, thanks to everyone who participated in the poll question. Thanks to everyone who's gone the full 3 hours with us. This has been outstanding. NZA saying, I hope you guys have a good night because I'm in a little weird mood, I guess. Okay, well, you're uplifting our moods, and I hope your mood becomes less weird unless that's your jam. Nothing but love here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Tommy, I'm back. Yeah, I was playing Super Mario Sunshine and just watched the Rams Titans. You play Sunshine? Oh my God, I have to say, I got to 89 Shine Sprites, and then my memory card broke when I was like 15. And I gave up. I was like, screw this. I'm not spending hours and hours in this freaking game again doing that. So never got to 100.
You want speedruns of it?
I would very much like that. You can send me that after. Please. Thank you very much. Because, I mean, I'm a huge GameCube guy. I love Nintendo. Loved Mario Sunshine. Tommy, that was painful. Andrew, you are amazing. You are so amazing to both of you, especially Kim. Yeah, Kim's getting all the credit. She's the star of this stream tonight.
No, this guy. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, we know, Kate. You live in Wisconsin. You're a Pens fan. We know. I can't say. I'm not gonna utter anything more about the Badgers. But the Phil Kessel going like this with the Gophers. Does that sting, Kate? Anyways,
damn.
Sorry about that. I'm fired up. Andrew saying I had N64. I skipped N64. I had to. Oh, nice.
Literally me playing it.
Love it. I had Super Nintendo until GameCube. And then, I'm not a huge gamer. I don't even have a system right now.
Really? Wow.
No. I mean, I played video games with my friends. I played Nintendo games. Look, my tradition every December during Christmas, like just the December month, but around Christmas, I whip out my old Game Boy and I play Pokemon Blue. That's like just my tradition, and I beat it through. Awesome. I don't save the game at the end. I just beat it through, get all the badges, done. So I like game. And in college, I played Counter-Strike, though I wasn't very good at it. I still very much liked it. In my opinion, and I don't even watch too many games. Like, I don't watch gaming tournaments. I used to watch Counter-Strike just because as a sport, it's an insane game. It's an insane game with so much strategy to it. And the play-by-play blew my mind about how good it was. So it's funny. And again, I don't like to give esports the props over real sports, but I tip my cap to Counter-Strike and their team there. I keep saying the last few comments, I promise, will end in 5 minutes. Kate saying, lol, Kate, we love you. Thank you for joining us here. Tommy, I'm playing it on Switch. I'm doing a video game review assignment on it. Oh, very cool. And yes, I'm taking a video game class this semester. There's video game classes in university.
I took one. It counted as my writing course because we had to write an essay about a video game. But I took a history through video gaming back to basic video games, like basic games like Mancala, made like.
Love Mancala, by the way. Great
it's a fun game, but
Yep.
up to now, gaming system some today, and it was Tuesday you learned about them, Thursday you played them.
God, what? I went to the wrong university. God damn it, University of Victoria. What is this? Rick saying still like Brazil. I voted.
Barzell.
Barzell. Sorry. Jesus.
The autocorrect changes Barzell to Brazil.
Yeah, and I'm reading this on a screen like 3 or 4 feet away from me too. So bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew, THPN is the fib.
I don't know.
Okay. I had real Nintendo. Well, I had the first one and Super Nintendo. I liked Super Nintendo more. Kate, love you too. Nothing but love here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Yahtzee. I mean, everyone had Yahtzee. There's actually a very cool, another one on the gaming train quickly. There's a very cool documentary on Netflix. I believe it's a 3-episode series. Game Over, it might be called. It's just a documentary crash course from the first ever video game made in Japan to what it is now, and it's very, very cool.
Literally what I learned about too.
yeah, very, very Space Invaders. Let's go.
Yep.
Yeah, very,
Atari.
very cool. I'm taking a major elective. I'm doing an essay on the evolution of Call of Duty Zombies. Final paper. Man,
nice.
What a fun class. What a fun class.
My paper was on Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus and Eco. I'm very big into open world RPGs.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, like story-based games that give an experience that touch you emotionally, and those are 2 games that pioneered basically that genre of gaming.
Right.
So first time I ever watched the playthrough that I was 7 years old. So
wow,
very close
cool.
to my heart.
Very cool. All right. Well, to wrap things up here again, thank you so much, Kim, for joining this live stream. It's my pleasure, and we have to do this again sometime because this was so much fun. Go support Kim. Kim, plug away everything that you're doing here as far as your podcast, your YouTube channel, and your Twitter account.
All right, well, guys, you can find me all on this little name right here. I do Twitter. I always talk on Twitter. I'm always talking on there, but with YouTube, I like to do live Islanders games, good interactions with you guys. Islanders are my shtick, so if you like Islanders content or want to learn more about the Islanders, I'm a girl on the podcast. We do like a half an hour Islanders talk of breakdown of the week, and then we'll do another half about around the league. If you guys want to tune into that, just find me at my name here. I appreciate you guys, and thank you for an amazing podcast. Let's hear it for THPN because they freaking kill it every single podcast, and I love watching
Let's go. THPN, the Hockey Podcast Network.com, at HockeyPodNet on all social media. Follow the Hockey Podcast Network before you follow me, but you can give me a follow if you want, at VI Sports Talk. If you're a Minnesota Wild fan or if any of this Minnesota game intrigued you and you want to hear more about the Wild, go check out my podcast on the network at the Soda Pod. Not only does it cover the Minnesota Wild, but it covers the Iowa Wild and the big landscape of junior hockey every Tuesday. Every Thursday, we have an entire podcast about USA craft beer. And then every Friday, college hockey from a Minnesota lens, as we do cover the all 6 Minnesota. That's right, 6 Minnesota D1 teams. Don't worry, Kate. Wisconsin comes up in the conversation as well as North Dakota. But a lot going on there at the Soda Pod. So if you're a fan of Minnesota hockey, we really appreciate it. And again, shout out to everyone who's tuned in and out of this stream. It was a lot of fun. One more time, thank you, Kim. A 5-2 victory for the Minnesota Wild tonight in an exciting game. We'll be back very soon. Drop a subscribe, drop a like to the channel, and IslesGirl3. We get the last 2 comments here. Then we're cutting the show here. Of course, Tommy, Titans 21, Rams 9. Andrew says he'll be here. Nevada Clark says, yep, I was touched emotionally by GTA when I was living in the hood. Oh, that's the mic drop comment. 100% GTA 5. Unbelievable. Kim, thank you so much. Signing off, I'm Misha Dromley alongside IslesGirl3. You have been watching the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. 5-1 victory again from the Wild against the New York Islanders.
Some credit.
Just nailing the coffin there. Thanks again. Big thank you to everybody, and we will catch you on the rebound.